It is so. Oh my god. I am a dumb bitch. Okay. Hi, chat. Hi, everyone. So before I unmute, I'm going to explain that I'm a dumb bitch because. So, Kenku FM, that is an app I use for the music for sessions. However, I've recently learned it no longer is playing the music on my end. That's why you can't hear anything. This is how it's supposed to work. Um, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that was happening. So you guys have just been sitting in silence for the past 3 minutes. Let's get things a little vibrant. And let's also hold on. I am not working with my regular playlist because it's all gone and fucked up. It's really annoying, but I currently do not have my music playlist. I'm gonna get it reset up at some point. At some point, yeah. Hey, get. Oh my god, that's right. Reactive is fucking. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of this. Hold on. How are you? Actually, wait. How are you on my screen? I don't have. What the fuck? Get the fuck. Oh wait. Oh no, that's on Owlbear. That's on Owlbear. Okay, okay. That's what that is. Right. Let me
Hey,
just.
I actually found a transparent image when I was not trying to.
Oh, I did. That's right. You guys were probably trying to figure out your tokens. Put those off to the side for the moment. I appreciate you all getting them.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
I
put them
had
off.
my token from the beginning, baby.
Yeah, you did. You did. You won't need them yet. Music make me lose control.
Let's go.
Right. From where we last left, do we want to do a recap, or would we like me to just go?
It's been a couple of weeks. Let's do a quick
It's
recap
been-
for those that are joining us.
All right. All right. Fair enough.
Look at me.
So, with what happened last week, you all, after completing the mission for Grass, you all came back to him in the tavern that he asked to meet you in. However, I just realized my fucking little bar is sitting down here, but whatever. You realized that after you asked him, after you did his mission, you confused him. I'm pretty sure in some regards, specifically on the fact that you went and told the people you were delivering the message to who it was from. He assumed you would be a little more knowledgeable in that, but clearly he was not correct. And you eventually got the info out of him that he promised to give you, where he stated that if the last spark was going to be anywhere, it was probably going to be in one of the ancient temples that lie around Tertia. He says he thinks he knows where key to one of these temples is, but the problem is it's on his good friend Brock Oaktree, and it's in his house or by his side, and he never leaves it. However, Callahan also stated that Brock has to sleep, so you all together devised a plan to go rob him at night. To that end, you all went to his apartment to also assist in the second part of that plan. The whole plan, from what I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, was that you were going to rob Brock. You were then all going to go to the Temple of Light, which he said the sword was probably a key to. You were then going to find whatever was in there, clear it out, go through it, and then when you came back, you would all beat up Callahan a little bit, give him the sword. He would return to Brock, looking as if though he had returned the sword and like had been captured and gone back to give it to him, so that way no suspicion lies on anyone and no murder of a very newly appointed sheriff of the TRR, the Tertia Republic Rangers, had to be killed. Does that cover it? I think I got it pretty good, yeah?
About sums everything up, yes.
Right. So, from where we were, it was night. You had all fallen asleep in mid-afternoon, waiting for night to fall, and as the moon begins to rise in the distance and people begin to go home from their work days, as you all sleep, watching not watching, you feel the sunlight drift away from the window. Sears, I believe you woke up in the middle of or you got up early to, pray, and you're just in the fucking...
As an elf, I don't need a full 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
I
was
believe...
the first to arise.
You, I believe, at the end of the previous session, just started fucking working out, just fucking going ham
Yeah.
in the living
As
room.
you do.
As
I mean,
one does.
I was trying to do it as respectfully quiet as possible.
Yeah. But as those hours go by and, the rest of the group wakes up, you all see, what do you all do upon waking up? Because all of you are waking up in the floor, probably on the floor, or if I'm not wrong, didn't Adel go to sleep standing up in the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adel was like asleep standing up in the corner. I think Howdy and Priza were small enough so that they both took the couch.
No, Priza was on the floor.
Priza was also on the floor. Okay, Howdy may have been the only one to take the couch.
Howdy was unintentionally taking up the most space possible by just like being
Which is
stretched
funny
out
because
everywhere.
Howdy's still not that big.
Yeah, he's still a
Literally,
little
yeah.
tiny. What do you all do upon waking up? The moon is up, it's not like the dead of night. It's not midnight, but it's that time of night where everyone's inside, everyone's in bed, giving you plenty of time to make your way from Ten Brass to the to Brock's house, where he's likely asleep or getting ready to be.
I think Otto would fall over. I think this is a normal thing for him, in that like he has to while waking up, that he is standing while he wakes up. He has to like reacquaint himself with catching him with like gravity pulling him downwards
he's in
instead
the
of
water.
like being in the water when he awoke. So his legs will have to he'll have to adjust to his legs, not immediately taking on pressure, like having to control them rather than like having it be autopilot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about the rest of you? Do you do anything in particular?
Not really. Howdy's just getting on his little poncho and hat and stuff. And he's just sitting there. Just like watching Otto fall onto the floor.
Dunk. I imagine you do fall onto the floor, right, Adel? Not like just stumble a bit. You just like punk onto the floor.
I think he's gotten better, but by catching himself, but I don't think he's made it past remaining standing yet.
This loud. It was probably make a sound. So this like thump. Priza probably awakens you. No.
Yeah.
Sears, you're probably just watching this too as Adel fucking
Oh,
falls on his ass.
He watches him fall over and he doesn't do anything. Doesn't jump up and try and assist.
He's like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. This is a thing that we have to deal with.
Is that good?
What?
I'm fine. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah,
Huh?
you got it, buddy.
And then like sleep talking almost,
Yeah.
half awake,
Yeah.
mumbling.
Yeah.
As you all, Adel falls on his ass after a few seconds, you hear like some rustling from Callahan's room, which he closed himself off in previously, but he comes out rubbing his eyes. Who all is looking at him at the moment?
I'm on the floor.
You're on the floor.
Priza is.
Frieza's probably like got up and is staring at him.
Priza's looking at the gun. Is like right next to him. Like not literally looking at him, just like looking up his leg at the gun.
Okay, anyone who's looking at him, make me a perception check. Priza, if you're staring at the officer's gun, make me this a disadvantage.
You got it, boss.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
11.
11. Okay, 11 from Howdy.
Dice rolls. Yeah.
Stop it. That's the group one. That's the group one for right now, but it will later be Callahan.
16.
16. So that's 11 from Howdy, 16 from Sears. Panda? Or, sorry, Priza? Paddle?
Hello.
What'd you
What are
two
you
get?
rolling?
Perception.
Okay. I'm still looking at his gun, but I can roll it.
You're doing it at disadvantage if you're focused on the officer's gun, as it is
Yeah, 5.
5? Okay, Adel?
I'm on the floor. I'm like rubbing
You're
my
on
head.
the floor. Okay, you're not even looking.
I'm not even. I'm not registering. I'm awake yet.
Sears,
I'm not weird.
what was your number?
16.
16. Howdy and Priza, you don't notice this. Priza, you're dead set on the officer's gun.
The gun.
The gun. Howdy, you're like still waking up, stretching. You don't really notice this. Sears, you see as he opens the door, the hand that kind of peers out the door for a moment is red, not green. You're not sure if this is a trick of the moonlight or something else, but you can pretty clearly see it shift back to green as Grass comes out the room. He's holding in one hand. He's got his left hand is empty. In his right hand, he's holding a cluster of pipes with a fuse sticking out the end of it, and a little clock like slapped onto the side of it. It doesn't even look like it's held on by anything. It looks like it is just placed on the side of this. And Grass like kind of rubs his eyes with his free hand and just looks around the room and goes, How did you all wake up as loud as possible?
He fell, so
How did you fall?
he was still standing up sleeping.
So I'm used to being underwater, and so I don't sleep laying down because like my brain isn't fully shut off.
Oh.
But so when it fully comes back and I have to like manually control my legs, it takes a minute to catch up because I'm not used to doing that yet.
I see.
Like a fucked up dolphin.
Like yeah.
Sure. Well, we best be off then. I have this. He holds up this device of pipes. I was saving it for a special occasion. You're not allowed to ask.
Is that
He's
a pipe
pointing,
bomb?
but he's pointing specifically at you, Priza, when he says
I'm
this.
like looking up with like delight. Like, is that a pipe bomb?
It is a
that a
bomb. You said
It's
we
made
were
out of
going to
pipes.
blow up my apartment in order to make it look like I was attacked, right? I figured this would work.
Is it primed or do we just have to run really fast?
I can prime it remotely. There's a little, he points to the clock on the side of it. This is a little remote activator. It will light the fuse
Wow.
once a certain amount of time has passed. I
Like
can
some kind of
start it.
Deadly princess.
What?
What? Like some sort of. You could say that. Kill a queen.
Shut up. I don't know any deadly princesses, but sure, that's a good name for it. That's a really good name for this bomb. I'm gonna steal that. Thank you.
Just
What the
leave
fuck?
it
You have to
there.
pay me
We
too,
don't want to
money.
be here when that thing goes off.
Oh,
We'll
it-
all bite the dust.
It. God damn it!
What? Did you just get it?
No, it's just Sears saying bite the dust. Sears, genuine question. Are you also
Oh,
making a
he
JoJo
has-
reference?
No, yes, I am making a JoJo reference. But
Okay.
That was totally out of character.
I know. Oh god, everybody's just fucking kicking my ass with JoJo references. Sorry, I'm very normal
Well,
about
that's
that
what you get.
series. Huh?
That's what you get.
That's what I get, sure. I'll steal that name. And well, we should be out of here before any it like goes off or anything. It shouldn't even leave this room. Mid sentence, he's cut off by a knock at the door. This knock hits on the door a couple times. It's soft. It's a dunk 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 on the door because clearly someone's just knocking on the door. And do you do anything after the first knock?
Priest jumps a little bit. Wasn't expecting it.
I mean, it's not my apartment. I'm not gonna get the door.
Do any of you
Sure.
But not
react?
to be rude, not to like. I'll probably wake up more.
Grass looks at the lot of you and asks, "Any of you expecting someone?"
Nah.
No.
I don't think so. I
I
don't.
just
like,
got here, but
I can't guarantee it.
You hear from outside the door after you all respond, TRR, please open the door or we will kick it down. You know how this goes, Mr. Callahan. You're not in trouble or anything. We just need to ask a couple questions is all. Please. You hear that come from outside the door as Callahan just kind of looks at the bomb in his hand. And then, like, he just creaks open his door and, like, backhand tosses it into his room and just, like, shuts the door.
Can I try grab it and basically put it in my bag?
You're gonna have to catch it, because he's just chucking it back into his room.
Yeah, I'll try catch it.
You can
Yeah,
just
I'll,
also...
run into his room and get it.
Yeah, you can also just, like, run in and grab it, if you
Yeah, I'll
want.
do
Get
that
under
then.
his door.
Huh?
Probably good.
If you laid down and like crawled, like
Suck
army
in-
style, you could probably fit under the door.
Suck in your stomach.
Yeah.
No, we'll just say you, like, slip in, you're quickly. You slip in as he's, like,
Mhm.
slowly shutting the door, grab it, put it in your bag, and then come back out. Do you care about him knowing if you have the bomb or not?
No, I don't care if he knows if I have it or
Okay,
not.
so yeah, he sees you, like, come out with the bag and assumes you have the bomb on you. He looks to all of you and kind of gives you a motion of, like, stay quiet for a second. Do you all listen?
I like put up a hand like, I have an idea.
He looks at you
I just-
silently.
I
Oh.
just stare at him as he.
Does he have a window?
There is a window, but you are 5... What's his apartment number? Point is, you're a couple stories up.
Okay, so I want to go over to the window, open it, activate my rope of climbing to go like 60 feet up and hook onto the roof, and just beside the window. AKA, we could just basically hang on this rope outside the window while they're here.
But I just hold on. Actually, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I want to go over to the window and just go.
I'm
And
not
kind of like
moving,
shake
I'm
the
just
rope and
sitting
like
here.
it just kind of slithers up the side of the window and then building and like knots onto something.
So you're all gonna hang from the side of the building as Callahan deals with the Rangers.
I'm just sitting in the room. I'm not
I
saying
am.
anything.
I hate the government. I go outside with the rope.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
Not a
I'm
big
gonna
deal.
lay down.
Frieza, you're the only one hiding, is
I
what I'm
guess, yeah.
hearing. Adel, everybody
No,
else
that's
is
fine,
staying
actually.
in.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
minor illusion around me, so it just looks like I'm not there. It just looks like the corner is there instead of me.
Smart.
You're just
Minor
gonna put up.
illusion's such a fun
You're
spell.
just gonna put up like a fucking like wallpaper that makes it look like it's the corner. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Just get on the couch and cast minor illusion to make yourself look like a pillow.
I'm not that small.
Not that, yeah. Frieza could do that. I don't know if you could do that, Sears. So, okay, Sears, you're just hanging out. Howdy, you're just hanging
I'm
out.
just sitting there.
Adel and Frieza, you're both hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Callahan looks to the two of you and, like, looks at the door and kind of, like, mouths, "What do you want me to do?"
Answer the fucking door.
Cody's like doing a little hand motion that just says "get on with it," go on, you got it, whatever. He's just like,
Callahan
he's
just
gonna
kind of,
lay down.
you hear like a faint, damn. And then, like, as he goes to walk over the door, he's like, wait a minute, my house. Like, go get on with answering my door. Like, okay. And you see as he creaks the door open. He doesn't let them in, but he leans out and goes, "Oh, I don't think I know you. Are you new? What do you need me for?" You hear this person go, "Hi, Mr. Callahan. I've been told a lot about you. Look, we you welcomed some people into your apartment earlier today, as witnesses say, and these people are well, they're witnesses to something that happened a couple floors up. Floor 7, I believe. You may have heard of it. Well, clearly they didn't tell you the part about me where I don't really stick around my house very often. This is the first time I've been back in months." Right. May I come in and ask the people questions? Do any of you like motion any response to him? The two of you who aren't hiding.
I don't say anything.
Cody's like half asleep laying on the couch. It's not his place.
Callahan like
Very much is, but it's
Callahan like looks back to the two of you for a moment, and then you see he kind of like he has this look like he has an idea almost. He's like, and he turns back to open the door and goes, well, sure. Yes, we were asleep, but I suppose that I can allow you to ask them. I believe some of them have woken up by your knocking. I'll leave you to it. I'm going to go back to sleep if you don't mind. This questioning doesn't involve me, does it? No, Mr. Callahan. Just the witnesses. Do you mind? You see as this man slips by him, it's this Tabaxi man. He's got this like leopard skin with he's very skinny with the TRR outfit, you know, the browns and reds. And you see on his side is a pistol as Callahan like slips back in to his room. He closes the door behind him and leaves this man standing there with the two of you as he kind of just looks at you, and he looks around the room. Oh,
I was gonna say, out of curiosity, does his bedroom have a window?
His bedroom does not.
Okay.
Basically, the only window you're at right now is his. I've just remembered a detail I remember saying from the previous session that the only window is in his bedroom. Fuck it. You know what? We'll just retroactively say you through the. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
I went to his room after getting the bomb and went out the window.
Yeah, you went out the window. That you're still out the window at this point.
I'm gonna go back to the window because I can't be seen. Just like looking at what he's doing in his room.
We'll get back to that in a moment. You see this Tabaxi man, Howdy and Sears, kind of like look around the room for a moment. He looks into the corner, and just all around the room. You can see he's really like casing the place almost. And he turns to the two of you and goes, I hate to open with a question like this, but where are the other two?
I'm gonna drop my illusion.
Oh, I see. Roll me stealth to see if he sees you.
No, I'm not like hiding myself still. I'm not sneaking up on him.
All right, then you know what? Give me
Honestly,
a second.
If
I'm gonna
we were
turn the
look
illusion
around the
into-
room, he would be looking for him like a perception check against the minor illusion.
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say.
stealth
I was gonna roll to see if he'd noticed this illusion dropping, but he's looking at the two of you on the couch, and Adel would basically be behind him. So, Adel, he doesn't notice you, but you are now visible. He looks to the two of you, sitting on the couch, and like waits for your response.
Howdy puts his hat on his face to shield his face and lays down like he's going back to bed.
Excuse me, that was a real life burp there. Ugh, God, ew, I'm sorry. Right, I'm gonna have to ask you don't go to sleep on me. I have pertinent questions that I'd like for you to answer, and you can answer them here, or you can answer them down at the station. I'm willing to do either one, but, you know, I think we all don't want to get dragged out of our houses, or, well, I guess for you, wherever you're staying, and, you know, sleep on a cold stone slab, now do we?
Are you trying to arrest us?
No, you're not under arrest or anything. I have a couple questions to ask about something that, you two and two others were, supposedly witnesses for.
Supposedly?
Yes, we say supposedly. So, earlier today, there was an elven man, with spears and a small, lizard person wearing a cowboy hat, among two other people. I believe one of them was described as a tall fish man and a tiny baby raccoon. Not very sure about that last one, but lots of different types of people in the world. Anyway, the point is, you four were seen leaving this apartment building shortly after a shooting occurred, a couple floors up.
Yeah, would you not leave a building if you're shooting?
Well, see, the thing was, you weren't panicking or anything. That was what struck out to the officers. Is this just a
Oh yeah, you're supposed to keep calm in dangerous situations.
This
You're supposed to
I'd
keep
like
a level
to
head.
I'd like to preface, this is just me questioning witnesses. You are not a suspect, but we just need to get the sides of the story because
Okay,
see,
I appreciate
the
that.
thing is we believe that four clankers were hanging out in the room there. They were doing something. There's lots of evidence that the room had stuff hidden in it. We found floorboards that were loose, hidden compartments in the bathroom, in the toilet. There was something happening there. And we believe that someone came in to try to rob them, to try to stop whatever deal was going on or to get whatever they were there to get. We don't know what it was, but I know that something happened. We know that something happened there. And you all were seen leaving the building. Thing is, the reason I've come to you first is that it was said a couple of rangers saw you going downstairs shortly after shots were reportedly fired.
Once again, did you not leave a building if you heard shots fired?
I mean, I personally can't say yes to that. I am a ranger. It would be my duty to investigate
If you were
that.
a civilian like we are.
Yes, I suppose I would. The problem lies is that you were seen just a floor below going down the stairs. The Rangers were just hearing about these shots having happened a couple more. Now, I do empathize with you. You could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, but
Do you know
That's
how
exactly
long
what
these
happened.
shots are?
That is exactly what happened.
We would hear gunshots if they happened, a floor above us?
yes,
And so we heard them. And I didn't want anybody to get hurt.
so you left without contacting
Yeah.
TRR or anything.
Hey, it's a big building. I'm sure other people who are closer have already done that. I didn't want to,
Look, the more verifications
people
we
out,
get of
okay?
people hearing something or seeing something happen, the better. The more people can corroborate a story, the better. Look, I'm just here to ask if you saw anything. You were awfully close to the scene at the time, and it would be a big help if you did you see anyone else leave the 7th
We saw
floor?
you guys.
Hmm?
Well, we saw you guys go up.
Yes, you saw us go up, but I mean, did you see any suspicious people leave the building just after you? Maybe someone skulking around the side of the building?
I don't think
It's
so.
a
We
very
went to
big
that-
city.
Yeah, we
A lot
went
of
to that
weird
little-
people around.
Exactly. Like,
Well-
how are we supposed to know who's skulking around? Have you seen me?
Uh,
I have a little
yes.
cowboy hat on. That guy has a spear. That's kind of weird.
There's a difference
not?
between eccentricity and suspicious behavior.
And
See-
how do you label that?
If every eccentric person you came across was someone of interest for a crime in this big city, your jails would be full.
I am
all
not
the time.
saying that's why I'm here interrogating you. Again, I'm interrogating you as witnesses right now. None of you are arrested, and I believe if you so want
Well-
me to. But the point is, you were awfully close to the scene, and I just want to know if maybe you heard or saw anything that was interesting or stood out to you. I mean, and maybe
Well, the
you
fact
could.
of the matter is, none of us saw anything. We
Well,
heard
see-
the gunshots and we made our way out of the
You
building.
you speak for none of you, but I can't help but notice the distinct
I
lack
speak
of
for the two of us.
the two of you.
three of
Yes. Ah!
Yeah, there's also the fish behind you, the weird fish guy that you mentioned. He's just been
Oh.
standing there. I think it was in the bathroom
You
or
just
something.
you didn't bother to like tell me that. He's like looking at you, Adel. He's clearly been startled. He was really relaxed before this, kind of in his element. But upon getting caught off guard by this, he's like, the things cats do when they get scared, they jump up and like arch themselves. He does that without like going too far off the ground. He goes,
Well, sorry about that. I don't
Right.
think you wanted to interrupt our conversation,
Well, telling me that one of the okay, whatever. Look, it's actually good you're here too, Mr. He looks up at you,
Otto.
Adel. See, there was something that really bugged the person who was reporting you leaving the building. I believe it was you anyhow, and they could have been wrong. It was said that you were seen suspiciously cleaning something. Something on the ground near an active crime scene. I mean, maybe you were just doing your civic duty and picking up some trash or anything, but it seemed odd to the person describing it. Now, maybe I could be wrong. Again, I'm working off a second-hand descriptor of a guy who's really paranoid. Point is, though, do you have any sort of explanation for that?
So we were leaving the building,
Yes.
and as we were walking out, there's a bunch of sticks on the sidewalk, which was weird, which is not normal. So I sort of kicked him to the side and off the sidewalk that we had been walking on, because I don't know.
See,
I don't like things being out of place. I'm very neat freak about certain things.
See, the problem with that is it was explicitly said the person who it was used water to do this.
Yes, I took a puddle of water and I used it to move the sticks off the sidewalk.
With your foot.
Yes, my foot was the instrument I used in order to move. I have to move my body in order to move the water. That's how the magic works.
Right. Well, I guess before I go then, firstly I'll ask, is there anything, like I said, you haven't really answered me, that you heard, that you saw?
What we've heard, other
We
than
heard
a
a gunshot.
is people walking up the stairs, which was your people.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't paying big attention because there was a gunshot near where
Look, if
we
you
were.
killed them and hit them, we're not gonna charge you for that, right?
Huh?
They're clankers. There was oil on the ground. It's very clear they were clankers, and I mean, they would just be a waste to leave them alive, just to bunch of.
Okay, that's fair. Well, are you thinking that we shot them?
No, shot. No, I'm just saying if you did, and they're dealt with, it would be a great It would be a great alleviance of resources on our end.
Will we be rewarded?
Rewarded with not going to prison, yes. But, lying and hiding the fact
Okay,
that
so I'm gonna be
clankers may
honest.
have left
Be honest
alive.
right here.
Okay.
When you said one or two, but I was gonna be like, oh yeah, we totally killed those guys, I guess, or something
No,
like
man.
that.
We didn't see
like,
anything.
Then we did. It's
We heard
and then
the
you said,
gunshots,
"Hey, you're gonna go to jail
and
if
we
you lie
left."
about it." You literally. I thought I was gonna get something out of it, but it's fine. Sorry for attempting to lie to you about seeing something. Because I wanted $20 or something.
So if I
What?
he
So-
reaches into his pocket and pulls
Do you
out
understand what I'm
5
saying
gold
right now?
pieces, and he's like, "So, are you saying you'd tell me the truth if I paid you?"
We've been telling you the truth
Are
this
you,
whole time.
trying to? You literally. One, we've been telling you the truth the whole time. Two, are you trying to like reverse bribe me?
I don't know.
I mean, I'd gladly take
it's a
five
it's
gold
he
coins.
puts the money away. It's a very late night. Look, nothing. You saw nothing, right?
Correct. We saw nothing. We immediately. Well, what was it? The little like, the town meeting with the Lion Man.
With
That happened like
governor.
immediately after.
that
So
happened
that
before,
kinda- It did.
I think. I don't know.
No, that was
also
after.
No, you're right. That was
It was
after.
after. Yeah.
Oh, God, that delayed it by a whole fucking 20 minutes because he was worried the clankers were still around. They're
I'm
real
sorry about that,
scourge.
but honestly.
Sorry
We
about
saw
what?
nothing. We heard nothing.
All right,
We heard the
all right,
gunshots.
all right. Well, then I will
Time we
leave
can
you
help
to
the
it.
investigation.
I'll leave you to it. One more thing. If you do find your friend, the little raccoon thing, please do tell him to come down to the station in the No Man's Land, make a statement. It would be a big help.
I don't know if I can hear it, but could at this point, could I have just like walked into the room after getting my rope down?
So I think I'm gonna take this moment. You all say what you want to say in response to this before I cut back to what was happening in the meantime.
Yeah,
We'll let him know when we see him.
Yeah. We'll let them know.
Thank you.
We'll,
Uh,
I'm not even.
so cutting back to what was happening in the meantime, as the two of you conversate amongst each other, Priza, as you like throw the rope out of the room, Callahan, you see as Callahan takes something out of his closet and places it on the door. This almost like piece of paper with a rune on it. It looks like a scroll almost. He is casting silence on the room using this scroll. And he kind of comes over to you and like leans out the window a bit as you're like down the rope. And he like
I'd like to think that it's a grappling hook. That I just want to flavor it. It's like a grappling hook, so like he just has like the metal arm just like pointing straight up with like the hand not connected because it's like a grappling hook that's grabbing onto something.
All right. He grabs, he like leans out the window and grabs the rope, and he like leans out to you and says, so I think we're gonna need to do this now. And he refers to he makes a motion with his hand of kaboom. Why are you hanging out the window, by the way? Why was that your first reaction?
They wouldn't. I don't know. So you could say that. Yeah, these questions. You don't say anything, and then he's gone.
It would have been so much better if you stayed in there and you know what? Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Listen, I didn't know he was gonna I think he's asking us questions about us, but I thought he was just here to talk to you. And so
can you
got,
leave the hand here?
Huh?
Can you leave the hand here, or the rope?
What do you mean by
that? I have a new plan. The new plan is I get attacked right now.
Okay, but that puts us in a lot more suspense and suspicion. Yeah.
It gives you an alibi.
I'm not there, so it puts
you
me.
aren't there. You aren't there, but 3/4 of your group are there, and even when you aren't there, you're tiny. You're a little tiny thing. They don't know you know how to make bombs. You're a foreigner, right? You are a foreigner.
Well, yeah, you know.
I would like to know. That's pertinent to the plan.
Yeah, well, I also have a lot of questions about your gun, but you're not
You have a lot of
them.
Okay, fine. You want to know questions about my gun? Answer the question. We'll talk. I'll tell you later.
I don't know. Do you count from random dungeons for honor? I don't know. I can go into random dungeons.
Okay.
That's my life. I think I'm in
Are you from Tertia? And would the TRR know if you know how to make bombs?
I think so. I don't think so.
What were those responses to?
In that order. I think they know who I am. Maybe I don't know. I don't think they know how to make bombs.
Okay, perfect. You are a random foreigner who has witnessed. They are probably here as to question you as witnesses for the shooting that happened earlier. I heard about it upstairs. You know, the apartment I told you all to.
Yeah.
Go to. You did say you killed them. You did say you killed them, so I imagine that's what it was. Look, point being, they're here to question you as a witness. You not being here is just strange. Maybe you went to sleep somewhere else.
I have an idea.
It has a lot of different explanations.
If you're going to do it in your room, I can then enter through the front door, and then after some time it happens. And I can leave the rope right here.
Honestly, I don't even think you need to go back in the room. I think we just.
Oh, no, I think I want to because, or else they're gonna. But if I'm in the room, then it's much less likely they're gonna expect me because I could be like, oh, I was going shopping or something, getting eggs.
Right, but if you come in out of my room, they're gonna know.
I'm coming in the front door.
Okay.
Like the normal door, and then you get your room blown up.
My room gets blown up, and
with
then
you in it, and then you go here.
That's the problem. The problem is I need you to leave your hand here.
Oh, I can.
You have a replacement.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Of course I do. It's freaking technology.
Thank you. What I need you to do is leave your hand at my window to look as if though it was a clanker attachment that let them climb up here, get into my bedroom, blow it up, and or kill or kidnap me. Depends. And then that is the plan. I will meet you outside of town. You'll find me. I promise you.
Don't blow it up until I'm in the room for a while. But yeah, sure, I can do that. All right.
All right.
He's like unattaches the hand for a second and puts it back onto like the windowsill.
I'm going to ask you to signal to me. When you signal to me, did you come back up to his face level, or are you like?
Yeah, I'm now like on the windowsill.
Okay. When I'm gonna take this paper off the door, when you signal to me, I will activate the bomb to go off in 30 seconds.
I'll signal that my signal is wow. He has a really cool gun.
Can we have something a little less suspicious sounding? Something that's not gonna get you shot. Well, okay, I know I'm biased when I say that, but something that's not going to get you suspicious by an officer.
Okay.
I feel like
if I say my name is Priza.
I feel like you want to give a little more time than that, but if that's what you want to go with.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
He kind of like moves past you and like grabs onto your rope and he like hangs off the side of the building and he like holds his hand out to like put you down beneath him so you can climb down and go back up.
So wait a second. So what's happening is Priest has got the arm. It's connected to the thing. Is like fully extended 60 feet down. How high is this building?
I believe I put you on floor 5, so it's about 50 feet up. You're 50 feet up.
Oh, that's boring. Yeah, okay, I'll keep. Priest like gonna just like kind of extend maybe like 30 feet of the like hand or whatever. And then just kind of look up and go, you owe me some questions, and just detach. So the arm's still there and the rope is, but the like hand. So it's like the arm is connected to Priest's body, the hand is connected to the thing, and just drops.
He's still left rappelling there, right?
Yeah, the rope is still there.
All right, yeah.
Priest just falls down to the ground. He's gonna just like fucking hit the ground and just start fucking running at Mach 10 up to the door.
Just fast as fuck up to the door. Right. So now we'll jump back to present time. None of you hear any of this go on in Callahan's room as he puts silence on the door to block out the conversation. However, the bomb is still in there. Priza. What?
What? You?
Okay. Priza, so you walk in the door at this point as this officer asks everyone if you
because
see
I had the bomb, I'll say that I took it out the bomb and gave it to him.
Oh yeah. I forgot you took it. That's right.
Yeah.
Because the whole point was okay. Yeah. You walk into this room and see this like leopard tabaxi questioning everyone, and you see he goes, hello. We were just talking about you. Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest you or anything. I'm just questioning you as witnesses.
Priest is just like holding the like utensils they carved out last night, just like holding a random spatula. Or like,
okay. I just want to get some like utensils for breakfast.
Bit late to be cooking breakfast. It's like for context, it's like 7. It's like 7 p.m.
I don't have very good. I'm usually underground, so I don't have a
Oh.
sense of time. So it's whenever I wake up is breakfast.
Could you just
We
could
also
you just
just
put
woke
the
up, so-
could you just put the spatula down while we
I'll
discuss
just put it in my
this?
bag.
Check in my bag.
All right, that's fine. As I was asking all of your friends, firstly, I'm so sorry. I've come in, I've barged in, I've asked you all these things. What are your names? If I
Oh,
could inquire.
I know it's. I'll write it down for you. It's a bit confusing.
All right.
I put it in plain general.
Yeah, so it's spelled WOODETBENTJAWANANO.
He looks at the he looks at you. You give him like a little paper with this, right?
Yeah.
Wooden Tajawanano.
Oh no, it's pronounced Wouldn't you wanna know?
Oh my god.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Wouldn't you want to know?
Okay, he got a nat 20 on this. You see as his face drops, and he just looks really annoyed with you, and he goes, "Right. The rest of you?
Howdy.
Hi.
You already got my name.
Adel, yes. Hi." Turning back to Howdy. "What's your name?"
I'm so proud of myself for that.
I already told you.
You know, you just said hi.
Howdy.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
It's,
Just
I'm
back
sorry.
memories.
I'm sorry. It's just, this is just something that happens. I just might be muted for a second.
Oh,
Um,
you know what? I think yeah. Don't worry about it, dude.
Yeah. No. So the reason I said the Preza was gonna be the activation code is just so I could do the bit of "Wouldn't you want to know?" I had that
That's
typed out on a
hilarious.
sticky note ready, so I was like, "This would be the funniest bit."
Howdy.
I love how it took Zombie a second to like realize, like, wouldn't you? Kiwi got it
Yeah.
first. Hell yeah.
I didn't realize until you said it.
Yeah, it's like the wouldn't you wanna
I like the note.
wouldn't you wanna know?
Wouldn't you wanna?
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 Preza hating our therapy is like fake name. But it's like just that little bit of like, there's a chance it could be the actual name.
Mhm. Honestly, I don't think Howdy ever needs to give out a fake name because they're just not gonna believe him.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be like, "Oh, hi, what's your name?" Like, please actually tell me it instead of saying hello 30 times. Please, please.
Howdy.
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 Me when I howdy. I'm sure cowboy.
Yeah.
I am.
I'm sorry. I may be a minute. I'm sorry.
All good.
Hey, don't worry about it. Take care of what you need to do, man.
Literally.
Yeah. Roleplay of Preza walking in after going out the window. It didn't come out of the room, went in.
I made Howdy. I drew him for finally.
There you go.
My silly little cow. He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
I love the green eyes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the green eyes are a very nice touch.
I love green eye characters.
He's just a looker.
Not at all biased.
Whoops. My bad. I'm moving him around by accident.
Get moved, idiot.
I like
know.
it. I have my my little fucking chamber. He can move around on his own
Literally.
because he's pinned to Sears.
Oh, I love that.
And like, watch this. There you go. Now I've got Prissa. I go. You're mine now.
I had that little the idea about going off the edge while it was happening, and there's like I was ready for whatever size zombie said, whatever height, 'cause they have featherfall. So I was planning to like
There you
if he
go.
didn't like get out on the rope, just kind of look at him and go, "You owe me something," and then just fall without him knowing what's happening.
How do you unlink something?
Right click and detach.
Okay, cool. I accidentally stole Apple.
Fun.
Oh, there we go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. There we go. It's okay, we both.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Jump
Howdy.
scare.
Giant howdy. He's literally spinning. Wait, there it is.
I used a new VTT the other day called Alchemy.
Alchemy. I've never heard
Yeah,
of that.
it's really cool. It's immersive. It's got music built into it. It's got
Right.
like an actual tabletop. It's really cool.
Oh.
Everything okay, dude?
Everything is okay. Just
Need us to fill more time?
I think it's under control. I'm not needed, but I think things are calming down. It's just kind of it's not.
I think I
I'd
know
like
what the
to-
situation is going on. Don't worry about it. I completely understand.
I'd like to not go into it. But
Yeah, that's why
it's
I'm not
not as-
pushing the fact.
it's not as
It's cool.
bad, and I think. Oh boy. Okay, I might still mute though.
That's okay, man.
I was really hoping
Got
this
it.
wouldn't happen, but you know.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, I love that game.
Wahoo!
So it was the VTT was called Alchemy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Alchemy.
Oh, that.
Alchemy.
I
VTT.
am
Right.
yeah.
Things are quiet for a long enough period, so I think I'm going to try now. Right.
Wait.
Where were we? Where were we?
Frieza just entered the
Roll
room
call.
and gave the greatest name ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right, he was confused looking at okay, door. I think okay. The officer was looking confused at Howdy, saying
Howdy.
yes, no, I know. Hi. What is your name?
Howdy.
That's your name.
Yeah. It is.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, what'd you guys want for breakfast?
Uh,
Now is not the time.
What? Where? What time is it? It's like, do you want dinner, lunch? I don't know.
Not while we have a guest.
Does he want dinner?
are you gonna share?
I don't know if you want some. I make pretty good eggs.
Mm-hmm. Eggs are good.
I wonder if this guy has eggs.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah.
Probably not.
True, he doesn't actually like live here much. I should have got eggs.
If he had eggs, they'd be like 6 months old because he hasn't
Yeah.
been around.
I can probably go run to the shop real quick and get eggs.
if he had eggs, they'd probably be hatched right now.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Also, Otto would like process for like 30 seconds before getting the joke.
Good.
And then he would laugh. He would very much so laugh.
He would give a hearty chuckle.
Yes.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Stupid
Uh-huh.
video.
Right.
That's literally the way.
I think everything's okay now. Sorry about that. Right. Sorry. Right. And then he's gonna turn to you, Sears, and goes, "And you? You are your name
Sears.
Sears. Right. Well, I'm Kevin. He like reaches a hand out to shake yours, Sears.
I look, give him a hard look at his offered hand. I don't give him a handshake back.
He like kind of clenches his hand. Right. Well, look, I do have to be off. I appreciate the offer for dinner, but I did already eat. Anything else? Again, as I go,
Hi,
that
do
comes.
I have any questions for me?
Well, I mean, unless you saw anything or heard anything,
think
which by
so.
the sounds of it, no one did.
By the way, my actual name is Priza.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Give me a
Yeah.
second, because I wanted to think. There was
You have 30 seconds, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It was the one above us, right?
No,
Yes.
it was actually 2 floors above you. I think in
2
room
floors,
7.
okay.
He does not get to finish his sentence of saying 7-0 when the entire back room erupts in a sound of explosion.
Oh my God.
Boom. As the door basically flies off. Howdy, you're still on the couch, right?
Yeah.
You on the left or right side?
Whichever side's closest to the door.
That would be the. Okay, actually, both of you. What's Sears and Howdy? You're both sitting on the couch, yeah?
I know I am.
Sears, you're on the couch too.
I would have been standing with my back against the
Okay.
wall.
And Howdy, you would have been on the left side then, because that's the closest to the door. So, fortunately, the door hits no one as it comes flying off the hinges, smashing into the wall. It does like barely miss Kevin as it just fucking flies into the wall, and he just like blinks wordlessly.
Howdy's doing the exact same thing genuinely. And like he like when the explosion happened, he like held his hat to keep it on his head. And he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Priza, you're
Sears
standing behind in the corner.
he braced himself. He's put his hands in front of his head and gotten kind of low to the ground.
Otto would have immediately jumped to like run into the room screaming for Grass. Like, is he okay? What happened?
As you yell for Grass, Kevin is like just in shell shock basically at the moment. You like run in and yell for Grass, and you see the little hand in the window, but most importantly, you see the just destroyed room, the soot that was once where the bed was. There's a huge hole in this bed where it once was, and the whole room is like covered in just explosion marks. A bomb went off in here. You see like pipe shrapnel on the walls from how it exploded. And you hear after a couple moments of all of you, I imagine all of you are pretty shocked at the explosion going off.
Pretending to be shocked.
Pretending to be. You hear Kevin just kind of go,
What happened?
I need to ask you all to leave. It is not safe here. I am going to be calling for backup. Go.
okay, you got it. Stay safe, everyone. Stay calm. Just keep walking, Kevin. Stay safe.
You see,
where's the other guy?
he reaches into his pocket and pulls out like a sending stone. He goes, bomb? You can see he's very freaked out as he calls into the sending stone. Now, what do you all do as he like tells you all to leave?
I grab my bag and I book it outside.
Hey, keep walking. Just walk. Don't run.
All right.
I'm gonna walk out behind Howdy.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you. all stop. Move. What are you doing? What is going on? Why can I not? Okay, stop.
What?
I cannot move the token. I cannot move it.
Did you put it on the wrong layer?
No, it's on the right layer. I just keep. Oh, it's locked. It was locked for some reason. You all move your way out of the apartment and get to the lobby. You leave. You see as there's almost this mini airship coming in very quickly in the distance. You can see it descending closer and closer into you don't need these right now, these are for later, but you're free to move them around as you please. You see as this airship is coming. This red and gray airship is coming down, descending near the Ten Brass apartments. Do you all leave at this point? Just like get away from the apartments?
Hey, well, we've been told to do so. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
have
like,
to-
I'm gonna like quietly say like,
We gotta go outside the city and we'll find him there.
you got it, boss.
You're telling them as you leave this?
like out the room where no one can hear us, like out of earshot of everyone.
Yeah. Do you all? I imagine you guys have some questions, no?
We can get there when we get further away.
How do you?
I'm gonna withhold my questions.
Yeah.
Let's leave the city and then I can talk.
Hey, if Frieza says that Frieza wants us to do something, yeah, for sure. You got it, boss.
As you all rush out of the street, you see as this red and gray airship, mini airship, begins to come down as you all leave. You hear a shout of, "Hey, wait, no!" As you book it into the hold on, give me a sec.
Was that the same guy that like was that James? Is it go James? I can't remember.
Brock. No, it
Kevin.
wasn't Brock. You don't see anyone you recognize.
No,
on
Kevin.
this. Oh no, Kevin stayed in there. Kevin stayed in there to
it's-
call for
I was
these
wondering
guys.
who shouted at us.
It was someone on the airship that, as they were descending, as they see you
Okay.
leave the apartments, they yell it to you, but they kind of shake it off as you hear one of the other people go, "It's fine. They're probably just panicking." And as you run out of the city, as I slap the Tertia map on here because I don't want to swap scenes. Everybody, come over here. We're going over to Tertia.
It's okay, I'm attached to the group, so.
You're attached to it. Everybody here. Hold on. How do I? Everybody, you gotta follow pointer. Follow pointer. There you go. We're down here now. Come join the gang. Come join the gang.
I like how Frieza is so little.
Little. Okay, I think everybody's over here.
Like,
Uh,
when you zoom out, you can barely see them.
As
The
you all
creature.
as
There you
you
go,
all
Frieza.
come down to the as you all leave the city, you get marginally out. Give me a second.
Do you think we're gonna be incriminated for this?
I hope not. I try to make it as so much we wouldn't be.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
Oh my god, Wegmans, leave me alone. Leave me alone, Wegmans, leave me alone. Leave me alone, Wegmans. Give me just a second. Just a quick little second as I need to take care of something.
It's fine. I'll roleplay explaining stuff.
Yeah, sorry about the confusion and the little bit of difference in plan.
I'm picking you up by the scruff.
I told you
Yeah.
it would be a quick little second. As you all
Huh?
make your way out.
Being picked up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. As you all excuse me, make your way out of the city. You get a little ways into the oh god. You get a little ways out of the city, you know, past the border, and you see a distinct like difference in the terrain compared to the city. The land of Tertia is a big grassland. There are trees dotted with out and small natural features, some hilly areas, but the point is that Tertia is a very green area. It is very green. There's lots of grass here, and as the moon lights this grass, you see from a bush as you're all walking along. You get like maybe a half mile out away from the city. You see from a bush as you kind of approach. You see as grass kind of like emerges from it. I imagine this scares you, maybe? I don't know how you all react to this.
Howdy
Hi.
is like stomping up to him and just being, why did we tell you what happened to our big plan, huh?
That's what I was just about to explain. Sorry.
I almost tried to shoot somebody. No, I didn't. I got scared.
I think, am I still being just held up by the scruff of my neck?
Yeah.
Amazing.
He's just like, okay. So I can explain a little bit.
Noises.
Needless to say, plans changed.
Obviously.
But the outcome remains the same. I was attacked in my apartment, and now I'm nowhere to be found. There's a witness there that said I was there, who could see me there. He's like smiling a little evilly at you all, who now can corroborate that that was my last known location.
And also that we were all there.
Mm-hmm. Do you see why?
Then we immediately skipped town. Won't that put a little bit of incrimination on us, huh?
Well, no, because
I mean, no, you were all seen there, and none of you
we
were
couldn't
in
have
the
done it.
room.
We were outside.
Mm-hmm. And if everything went right, Prisa was in the room when the bomb went off.
I was, yeah.
So you all were witnessed being at the scene, not committing the crime. I think, personally, this is much better than just leaving in the dead of night and then a bomb goes off in my apartment and I'm not confirmed to have been kidnapped. Honestly, a bit of a hole in that plan, but point being, we made it. Now, I do hate to inform you, it is another 3-hour walk to get to Brock's house, and there's no guarantee he may even be asleep after a bomb went off. But news does take a while to reach him. So, if we hurry...
Chris, like poking their fingers together.
Just out of curiosity, did you by any chance grab my rope?
I thought I was pretty clear that you were to leave it there.
Okay, that's fine.
I didn't take it. It's meant to point the finger.
Alright.
You're not gonna
I
need
need
that,
to make a
are
new
you?
one. I need to make a new one, I guess.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was very precious to you. I kind of assumed.
A rope that climbs on its own while also being a grappling hook is pretty precious.
I'm sorry. I just supposed that it wouldn't be too much of a hassle. I didn't know it was like that. I'm not very versed in this Look, point being, we got a ways to walk.
It's fine, it's worth it. You owe me questions about your gun.
I do, but I'd like to avoid that as much as possible. So come on.
Too bad you already owe me.
I know the way. Let's go. And he begins walking further into the no man's land. As you all do, Prisa, he doesn't give you the chance to start. He will give you a chance, but he doesn't give you the chance to start immediately, as he kind of walks and talks with a lot of you as night begins to grow darker. So, you all clearly aren't from around here, are you?
No.
No,
not really.
I was curious about that. I just wanted to ask. I mean, what'd you do before coming here, looking for the last spark?
I was dead for a while.
Usually people don't come back from that.
It happens to well, it doesn't actually. It happened to me. It's a story I'm still sort of figuring out the exact details of.
Right. Does anyone else have anything less fantastical or believable that they did before coming here?
I looted dungeons.
See, that's kind of what I meant. Yes, dungeons? Of what kind?
Lost ruins, dungeons, artifacts, keeping, holy temples, whatever you say. If it has items, I'm gonna get my paws on them.
I see. You, Elfman? What did you do before all this? Sears, he's referring to you when he says this. Oh,
My bad. My microphone was off. My fiance called me.
it's okay. It's okay.
My history is of none of your concern.
Well, I mean, come on. I'm not asking for personal details. Like, what'd you do for money? You know? I mean, you all know I used to be a TRR.
My history is of none of your concern. I seek the spark, and that is it.
He like tugs at his collar a little bit. Tough crowd, huh? Where'd you all why come here though? Is the question. I mean, the last spark is certainly few from one of the treasures to go out searching for. I mean, it's certainly one of the most out there, one of the least with evidence behind it. I mean, why the spark?
If there was any chance of there being something with the power of the spark, I assumed it would probably be best that I was able to make sure it fell into the correct hands.
Is that for everyone? I mean, you're a...
I want to make my arm better. I want to
Oh.
research it.
Okay, I would have assumed you all were kind of, working under the same cause.
I just kind of appeared in the sea. They didn't ask me many questions.
Oh. You all really don't know each other, do you?
No.
Nope.
Not really.
Hey,
Well-
if you're gonna keep secrets, I guess I'm going to too.
I want to know.
I'm not keeping any secrets.
You are
Okay, Mr. Gunman.
Mr.
Does
Soul
he
in
seem
Gun,
truthful
and
about
also
that statement?
different
Are
color.
you lying?
What did you say, Zeus?
We already know he's lying.
Does he seem very truthful about that statement?
Does
Priest also
anything
told you
seem
guys that he's
truthful about
lying.
that statement? No.
Yeah, Priest literally said, "Hey, this guy's like a changeling,
I
and this
mean,
is Fane his gun."
Okay, I'm not keeping any important secrets.
Yeah, but neither am I.
Me too.
Okay, fine, you can ask. Almost there anyway. Might as well get it out of your system now.
How many questions did I get? 3? Cool, sounds good.
As long as it takes for us to get there is what I'm saying.
So you're a changeling, correct?
A what?
Changeling, someone who can change their color, size, shape, everything.
No.
No, is it something that your gun gives you?
No. What are you referring to?
I know that you're red underneath those scales.
Oh. He rubs his kind of scales a bit. That is a skin condition. Whenever when you rub fabric on a couch and it changes to a slightly different color, my skin does that.
Can I inside that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
that
ahead.
doesn't seem very truthful.
That's not even
Not
how
24,
fabric
21.
works.
You can tell he's not lying about it being some kind of condition. Point being, he's not a changeling, but he's not being entirely truthful as to why his skin does that.
Okay, so now tell me the actual truth.
Well, what do you mean?
I know you're lying. I'm not a fucking idiot.
My skin changing color is a condition. It is.
What kind of condition?
Okay, fine. It's a genetic one. My family comes from a group of people who, let's just say, forwent magic when it came to enhancing abilities. They, well, I'm not actually green. I kind of just have adopted that color over the years. I am red. I don't want to call myself a failed experiment, but
Can you just tell me before I have to take 10 minutes to identify you?
I have the ability to change the color of my scales. Are you happy?
But like, why? Like, how?
I don't know why. I just was able to do it one day. You
Do you
want me to go
try
back
find out for you?
If you can, go look into my childhood memories and figure out why
no,
Ola-di-da, that would be
I can
really
check if
fine.
there's a spell on you.
There is not. I assure you I would have been told.
I can check anyway later. I'll take 10 minutes later when I sleep to do it. Or
In case
whenever you
you've
want to do it.
forgotten, I have someone who can do that for me. He's
Who?
like looking at you and like his eyes like dart to his gun for a minute. I know you're itching
I don't know what
to
your gun
ask
can do.
Well, then ask. That's the whole point of. Oh my god.
What's
Before
your gun? Tell me about your gun.
Before I answer that, are you all confident in this?
No.
In what?
In succeeding?
No.
Probably. I don't know.
I see no reason not to try.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we could do something.
Well, at least
I am
most
not
of
confident in the success of this mission the way that it is.
Well, at least some of you are honest. Right, what was that? We're almost there, so I'll...
Just tell me about your gun. Like, what's in it? Who is it? Like, I know it's your wife?
I
Right?
met my gun a while back.
Wife.
It was this lovely woman who gave it to me. We were partners in the TRR, and it was... Well, I don't want to say the circumstances, but before she passed, she gave me this gun, and she said it was like a part of her she could give to me to keep with me forever. That part of her was the person within the gun. Sun. I've said her
Oh
name
my God.
before. And I took it, and we got to know each other for a long time. It's really hard to date a gun, I must say. He laughs at himself a bit as you like see him like, do the thing where he like pets the gun with his thumb. I know. But we got along really well. And eventually it just kind of, we'd been together so long, I just kind of thought unofficially we'd just consider ourselves married. I love the person within the gun, and I don't question why there's a person in the gun. She's helped me through a lot, combatively and mentally, and I love her. And if any of you think that's weird, fuck you. Are we done?
Prisa just like frog blinks, like one eye after the other.
Buddy.
What?
No, I don't care about your left with the gun. Does the gun give you powers?
What?
Does the gun give you magic?
He like pulls out Sun for a moment and like holds her in his hands. Do you? He like leans in with his ear. She says she doesn't know. And he puts his gun away.
Do you feel like you got any extra like additional things like that you couldn't do before or after getting it? Like, can you curse people?
What's the curse? What is the point of this?
I have a feeling, but there's a chance that someone might have passed their warlock onto you. I've heard tales
Warlock.
of basically things living inside weapons, and they give I think I saw a sword before. I had a sword, and it was like really nice talking to, but and then tried to eat my arm. That's not how it was this one. I destroyed it before I did.
I've been with Sun for over 15 years. I don't think she'd try to kill me.
Oh no, I was saying, in return for my blood or something else, it said it was going to give me magical powers or something along the lines of that, like something cool.
has never promised me anything like that, nor has Sun asked me for anything. We are in a loving relationship, and I really think you're going a little far with questioning this. Look, point is, we have a nice, healthy relationship that we've been in for over 15 years, and I think you, little tiny thing who probably couldn't even get a woman if it wanted to, unless maybe that's not your... There you go. Well, clearly you have no experience, and you can't be commenting on this now, can you?
That's why I'm not talking about the relationship. I'm talking about.
Well, then good. Let's not talk about...
A weapon that tried to eat my arm.
See, I feel like you're trying to, like, project a little bit there, your like, own experiences, as if though my wife is going to kill me.
No, I'm saying there's a chance that it could. I don't know about how it is.
Look, we're about to rob a house. I know, right? Look, we're about to rob a house, and I really don't... You are very immature for being middle-aged. Point being, look, we are almost there. He points in the distance to a small house lying in the middle. I'm afraid you all are going to have to move your cursors again. He points over to a small house sitting in the middle of the no man's land. It's not surrounded by any trees, but you can see a small horse stable outside. It's 2 floors. You know, there's some light emanating from a lantern out front, but yeah, you can all put yourselves outside of that if you want. Howdy, you might want to detach, as I'm going to use this for Callahan. And you can see, you know, none of the lights are on in the house, and the 2 floors are sitting, you know, rather nicely in this place. It's honestly out of place, and you see a little sign out the front of it with newly appointed TRR sheriff written in beautiful big red and gray letters. Other than that, though, it looks like a nice house with a stable out back, and you even see some nice rows of corn, you know, being grown out there. It's clear they're not like farming this to survive. They're not farming it to survive. It clearly looks like a hobbyist has planted these, you know, just kind of out on the side. They're not very like well lined up, and they're clearly just have been sprinkled there. But, and give me a moment, music change once again.
As we get here, Priest is just going to like,
doesn't explain why it's a fae.
just to mention himself.
Shut up. Right.
I have one more question.
Howdy looks away.
I want more questions. Why are you looking away, Howdy?
More questions afterwards. More questions afterwards. Look, we're here, okay? And now, I don't know if anything's going on in there, but look. Firstly, I'm not going in there with you. Alright? Mainly to keep up our story. I will be right outside if anything goes wrong, but if he sees me in there as you steal the sword, that's going to be a problem. I think we can all understand that?
Probably.
Okay, now, I've not been to his house in a while, but if I recall correctly, he sleeps on the 2nd floor. Now, he has a kid, and I stress this point heavily. He has a kid, and that kid has not been doing well. Last time I saw him, that kid looked one bad day off of going and building his own house in the middle of a no man's land. He's not doing well. Point being, I'd like to emphasize this again. Do not murder him. If you murder him, I will turn you in so fast you won't even be able to remember when you got put in the Infinite Prison. Other than that,
I still want to go into the Infinite Prison. I just want to go there.
You do not trust me. You would die.
I really want to.
I really want to. Die. Look. Point being, he's asleep on the 2nd floor. Oh God, I can't remember which room he's asleep in. But he keeps the sword right on his bedside, just underneath the bed. Pull it out and get out of there. Just don't wake anybody up. Don't do anything like that. And you should be okay. He has... Is there anything else? If you do wake him up... Fuck, I can't remember. He has some kind of allergy to something. Their kid loves him, but I can't remember. He has an allergy that knocks him out in hives.
I'm trying to
And now
Cashews!
What?
Cashews!
I don't think it was cashews. It was.
I don't know why, but I feel like I remember in my brain somewhere. Someone's
That,
allergic to
see,
cashew nuts.
I know. I can actually tell you exactly what you're thinking of. It was a one-verse session where it was Jack Goldenrod. He was a gold dragonborn who was helping you on a heist who was allergic to cashews. That's how you killed him.
I fucking
actually.
remember that.
I think
Holy
it's so funny. That's not what I was thinking of, but that is really funny.
My brain is like cashew nuts.
Can you? Okay, look. I have to ask now, the four of you. Can you manage this?
Probably.
I have invisibility I could give someone.
I'm
rest-
tiny and quick.
I could just kind of flicker in and out if I need to. For reasons.
Sears.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm ready to kill if I need to.
Do not.
Please do not.
Oh, do not do that.
Right. I will be just outside his door. He points to the door that you can see like just out front. I will be right outside the door if something goes wrong. Try not to make any noises. They have a cat too. Don't piss off the cat.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
as he says this, he like creeps up and goes and like he kind of takes like a crouching position, pulling out his gun as he goes and stands by the door. Here, I'll put him. He's gonna be right here. Sorry, Breeza. Got squished. I will now the rest of you are free to you're free to go about this.
Okay, so is this like going through the front or going through the back situation? Because if they have a back door, it's crazy.
Hold on. Let me read how invisibility works again.
I'm realizing that I'm probably gonna be the most roguelike.
Most likely, yeah.
God damn it, once again. Because I'm like, I have Thieves' Tool. I have Thieves' Tools and Sleight of Hand.
I'm gonna try the door. I'm just gonna try the door.
Just gonna try the front door. You reach over and you try to open the door, but it jiggles with a ta-da-da as you like jiggle the knob. It is locked.
Can I check? I was gonna say, may I basically like look around to see if there's any alarm, like if there's the wire for alarm or like any kind of spells that I can see or feel.
Roll me investigation.
Oh, okay.
If you're looking for spells, roll me Arcana. If you're looking
Magic,
for
yeah.
physical traps, roll me
Because
investigation.
the physical traps thing is technically a rogue thing.
While he's doing that, can I cast Detect Magic?
Just right from where you are? Sure. Remind me.
Because
I always forget what Detect
remind-
Magic is.
Detect
Do you-
Magic, for the duration, which is up to 10 minutes, I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me.
My existence is magical.
You you sense magic not down from where not down on the first floor, but you can sense it kind of up above in the second floor somewhere. You could presume this to be the sword, which is probably magical.
Okay.
There's no like magical traps on the doors though.
Not
I got
that
24.
if you ask Frieza, not that you can see. There are no magical traps in the
Frieza's-
door or anything. It's just
Sake. And then I'm gonna
locked.
like start taking out like mini like lockpicks and everything.
All right. Well, before we do anything, I'm going to do go ahead and cast on myself enhance ability for
okay.
dexterity. I have
All right.
rolled 5 temporary hit points too. Oh no, wait, that's
Ooh.
just for Bear's endurance. I did Cat's Grace.
I see. Okay, so you're enhancing your
Advantage, so it makes my stealth that's normally at disadvantage a flat roll.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. That's pretty good for this.
pretty good.
So
I'm gonna need it.
so where are you going in at? There's the front door, there's a couple windows around the house. There are also windows on the second floor that you can
No,
use.
like balcony or
If
anything
only
like
I had
that.
a rope that I could put up there.
There is no
I
balcony, unfortunately for you. There's no balcony, but there is lots of there's lots of windows, including on the second floor.
So, can I So there's windows on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
While my detect magic is still up, can I walk over to? Can I try to look into a window that seems to be the room where that detect magic is telling me the thing is?
So okay, we'll say you're walking around the house at this point.
Yes.
There's a couple of windows that poke out of the house. There's why am I getting Steam messaged right now? Later, please. You shut up. Shut up. Advertisement. Shut up. Advertisement. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
$14.99.
$14.99, the dollar, $100. As you walk around the windows, you feel hold on, let me get the pointer here. Follow me up to the floor 2 part. You feel
Yes.
the magical presence coming from more this side of the house as you look in through windows. You see through this bedroom. You can't see like the bed or anything. The angle is just unfortunately not there for you. There isn't really much magical presence on this side of the house. It's more coming from this side of the house.
Okay. So
You do have to right click zombie for your pointer to shut up.
Oh wait, shit, do I?
Yeah.
Can you see that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, you know.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. My bad.
it's
So
like this.
when I'm over, presumably, by this part of the house,
Mm-hmm.
Looking
You
in.
you're like
Which
you're like
would be
walking
like-
around the side
walking
here.
around, right?
Yeah, I'll
I'm
put you
checking.
there.
I would which where because it's like would it be like a metal detector where it would feel stronger as it gets closer?
Yeah,
or would it
I'd
be like
say
okay?
I'd say around this window you feel it the strongest.
Okay, so so this is floor 2.
Mm-hmm. You're
Are there
like
any trees nearby
no,
that are within?
there are not.
Okay. Hold on. So okay, now this is gonna
Now,
be a little bit harder than. Do I
As-
have anything else I could use?
as you're thinking of that, I'm gonna go back to everybody else who aren't doing this. What are you all doing on the ground floor? At the door. Grass is still like standing there waiting. What are you guys doing?
Like Priza
Right
twists
here,
on a
like-
new hand. Sorry.
All right. Never mind.
No,
I'm
you-
gonna investigate the other windows.
You're gonna investigate the ones on the first floor?
Yeah.
All right. You walk around all the windows, peering in. You can see the nice dining room they have set up. There's no plates on this table as seemingly everyone's gone to bed. There's a nice reading area right here with a oil lantern that's been turned off. There's some wall lights that, again, all the lights have been turned off. You can make out this red plant in the side here and these bookshelves full of books that are going crazy. On all over the bookshelf. You walk over, you can see the kind of entryway to both rooms from this window here, this red window. You can see there's 2 rooms in the back, but as you make your way all the way around the back, I'm gonna pull you over here for this one. You find there's a back door all the way on the other side of the house.
I'm gonna try the door.
All right, you're going in through the back door. You reach over and reach towards the door. Now give me a moment, as I'm gonna just basically flip a coin here. You got lucky, you little bastard. The door is unlocked. Sorry, I didn't mean that to sound mean.
That's fair.
You
I would
pull-
have had another way to get in.
You would,
I was
okay.
planning to unlock the door anyway, but
Glass breaks as you punch a window through.
No. Mm-mm.
Um,
Uh, All right.
you slip in
Gonna,
through the back door. Now I imagine as everybody is like going around the house, you all would notice and hear the door opening. Do you all follow Sears inside? Or are
I'm
you
gonna
doing
No.
unlock
Hold
the front door.
wait. I'm gonna. I need to do this
Okay.
because I'm inside.
Farts.
I rolled an 8 on my stealth check.
Oh,
Coming
okay.
in.
Howdy face against the glass. and
You
see-
see the carpet before you, and you take a good step on it. But unfortunately, you just let out this big, like getting the most unlucky step of the floorboard. You stop for a moment, freezing in your tracks, and you hear this stumbling upstairs for a moment. And what sounds to be the clanging of metal on the floor. Someone's dropped something. It stops for a moment. No sounds occur. And nobody comes down to find you, and you hear, now that you're inside, you hear this sound. It's almost rhythmic of stepping on the floor and the swishing of a sword upstairs. But you can't make out entirely what it is. You can just hear this is going on upstairs.
Hey, Prisa, should we walk in at this very moment?
I gotta unlock the door first.
Oh, okay. I'll wait for you to unlock the door.
All right.
Roll me sleight of hand to unlock the door while we go to Adel. Adel?
16.
Okay.
Sorry.
Would there be any water nearby?
I suppose there would be a couple of buckets of water used to water the plants by the stable. I think that would make sense to me.
So can I use shape water to create like water stairs for me as I walk up to the window so I can look in?
Feel like
I
that
need to make an
is-
alchemy jug so bad.
I feel like that kind of that's a bit much for the spell. I'd say, because I feel that
You
is
could use it to shape like a pillar that you could climb.
I will let you do that. I think stairs is a bit breaching the rule of cool, but I will let you make like a pillar you can climb because I believe shape water lets you freeze it, right?
Yes.
I think magical floating stairs is a bit too easy and too on the limits of that spell, but I will let you make a climbing implement to climb your way up. I'm still gonna have to ask you roll
Ice
a
ladder.
dex saving throw. No matter what ice climbing implement you make, I'm still gonna ask for dex saving throws. It is still ice.
Dex save is a dirty 20.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You make this. It's probably like an ice ladder or pillar, right?
Right.
You make this ice ladder and climb your way up to the window, and you see an open door. This bedroom door is open, and you see as you peek up through the window, it's this small kid, looks to be about like 11 or 12, kind of swishing this rapier, this silver rapier with a golden vine theming to its design, swishing it around the room. And he's like trying, it clearly looks like he's trying to imitate an experienced user of the weapon. He's trying to, well, I mean, you can judge that this might be his kid. It looks like a kid trying to imitate his dad. Swishing this blade and, kind of like striking. You see he makes a good move every now and again, but he's still a kid. He's got this like lighter skin with brown curly hair, and he's wearing these like blue and yellow, these blue pajamas with like yellow stars all over him. He's clearly meant to be in bed, but is not right now.
So like a human child?
Human child, yeah.
Kill him, Jack. Kill him.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I have charm person.
We will. You know what? If you want to cast that, do you?
I'm trying to figure out if I have another way I can just take it from him without him realizing before I use charm person, because he will remember afterwards.
Okay.
And that's not a good thing.
While you think of that, going back down to the first floor here, Howdy and Prisa, you are unlocking the door.
Yes.
Roll me sleight of hand, like I said.
Yep, I got 16, I think.
All right. The door unlocks for you, and you're able to swing it open and get inside. You see as Callahan like nods to you, and then like nods for you to go in. Do you?
Yeah, we're going in.
It's like, yeah, we're going in. I just like go in.
He rolls his eyes at you as you go in. The both of you step in to the room. You see the nice reading lounge that
Is it dark?
it is dark in this room, yes. There are no lights on, despite what the map shows.
Does the changeling have dark vision? Or not the changeling, the quickling have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay,
oh, wow.
cool.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Does the tiny little thing have dark vision?
If not, I can literally make a tiny item that makes light.
I will make
You
the
know
light.
who absolutely has really good dark vision?
Wow.
The kobold.
My mom.
My
No,
mo-
wait.
And kobolds have enhanced dark vision.
Do you know who else has advanced dark vision? My
You know who
mom.
else has advanced dark vision?
My
mom.
My mom.
Mama!
Oh God. Can you imagine,
Alright,
like,
distracted.
could you imagine, like, being Callahan? You see these three like go into the house, right? And you hear as soon as they get inside, like Sears yelling over, "I bet you have advanced dark vision. You else has advanced dark vision." Oh
And
God.
then, of course, of everybody
Completely blowing
inside
the
the house,
cover.
including the sleeping man.
Screams my mom. Right. Now that
Your S didn't pick up, so he just had a creams my mom.
Whoa, okay, I said scream. I was saying you all were
Yeah,
all were
it's just your
screaming.
mic didn't pick up the S.
Oh God, that's awful.
That's so funny.
You all slip inside this house, and I imagine you all can hear this swishing of metal upstairs. This as
Yeah.
you all walk in. So I ask, what do you do?
I'm
How
gonna
does
keep
that
on
work?
creeping in.
Okay,
How does
creeping.
Wolf think it?
You all creeping
Yeah.
towards the stairs.
Yeah.
Like a very quiet pitter patter.
I'm going
footsteps.
much slower now
Now that you've made
And
the creaky
gently-
forward.
and gently prodding each floorboard.
Roll.
You have advantage on stealth checks, so that one you should have been
I-
advantage.
I
It
have-
just
no, I have-
prevents
because I have
disadvantage.
Oh, wait, yeah.
disadvantage.
You have disadvantage, alright.
No, it prevents disadvantage. I believe is Cat's Grace.
No,
No,
it
Cat's
gives
Grace gives you
advantage.
advantage,
But
but I've
because he has
already got disadvantage because of my armor.
I was gonna say heavy armor.
Oh, I see.
I'm pretty gonna take off that boot, so it's now just.
All right.
Real
Yeah,
quick.
you're all creeping towards the stairs, I imagine.
There are the stairs.
Much better. 14 on that one.
14. You know what? You two roll me a stealth check too. Why not?
Okay.
Since
Hey.
24.
24. Yeah.
Had to not make a rogue challenge impossible.
15 in total.
Yeah, 15 will do it. The three of you creep towards the stairs. This swishing sound getting louder and louder. Do you go up the stairs? And if you do, who goes first?
Priest is gonna stop because they have to like go up one step, climb the entire body up, go up another step, climb their entire body up.
Howdy's going to pick up Freeze
Ah, yippee.
and walk up. Link us.
I've been attached.
So Howdy's going first?
Yeah.
I'm being picked up.
When he gets to like, you know, the part of like stairs where you could like kind of, or what's the railing situation here on these stairs?
It's
Are they
the-
solid? Or
so
are
there's
they, like-
walls on some sides. There you go. There's walls on most sides, but on the sides where there aren't walls, there are railings.
Okay, so like
So
as
now
soon as
that
he
we're-
gets, he
Yeah.
speak.
Go
Uh,
ahead. You were talking before I was.
Sorry.
Adel, we'll come back to you in just a second. I'm just giving a short descriptor. It's all right. We're about to get right to you.
No,
Howdy.
no, it's fine. I'm trying to figure out if I want to like really scare this child
Oh
into like
God!
dropping the sword and running.
How hard
or,
do I
like,
want to
charm
traumatize this child?
Like,
Is what
would
you're
it
thinking.
work?
Would it? Oh God. Howdy, as you kind of peek up around the stairs are kind of in a like room of himself. So you peek around outside of the doorway to see the open door where the swishing of metal is coming from, and a closed door where thankfully you can hear what sounds like two sets of snoring behind him. Behind him. And you see this open door and you hear the swishing, and you see through the doorway the silver golden patterned rapier in this child's hand. Adel, back to you if you want to. You're
Okay.
looking in through this window. You don't know that your compatriots are upstairs. The window is very openable. You can see kind of a place where you can slip your little fingies under there and pull it up. But I'm gonna ask you make a stealth check as we cut back to you as the kid.
Wait, so would he? So the stealth check is because he could maybe see me through the window.
Yeah, he's like going around the
Okay.
room with the sword. He's going all over the place.
That's not good. That's worse. I got an 8.
The kid like swings the sword toward the window and like points it at the window. And how much of you are you poking over the window?
Oh, full body. He can see all of me.
He just sees this like full fish man and is just like wide-eyed, terrified, staring at you, still
Now,
pointing
hold on.
the sword at you, mind you.
Can I? And now this is funny. Can I Misty step behind him and put a hand over his mouth?
Absolutely roll sleight of hand.
It's the window open.
You can
no,
open the
it's not.
window.
It's just where you can see.
It is
from a
not.
step.
Yeah.
It's anywhere I can see. I don't need. All right. Sleight of hand. Give me a roll. That is a good roll again. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You, and let me start the music up again now that the situation is intense. You immediately disappear through the window, and as the kid like freaks out holding the sword up to him, you come from behind him putting the hand over his mouth. What's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, yeah, he's a child. That makes sense. You see is in panic as this giant fish man has now teleported behind this I was gonna say kid. Sorry, I don't know why I almost said it like that. This child, he like swings the sword, stabbing backwards to try to get you. I mean, what else is he gonna do? But like misses completely, being a child and scared. He like swings and like stabs right behind you, and you can hear him going and like freaking the fuck out under your hand. So here,
Can I?
let me get
Hold on. Can I try to grab the sword?
let me get a child token real quick. He'll be a barbarian. Sure, fuck it, why not? I don't have many tokens to work with. You can absolutely try to grab the sword. Roll me a disarm attack while the rest of you, we'll cut back to the
Disarm
rest
is
of
just,
you.
what is a disarm attack again? Hold on. Disarm is.
While you're figuring that out, the rest of you,
It's
You
just
all-
attack, I'm pretty sure.
you all hear as the swishing stops, and then you hear what sounds like a as you then hear the muffled sounds of and the swinging of metal
Muffled
far
screaming.
more muffled screaming and far more frantic like swishing of metal. Something's going on in that room as far as you know.
Okay. So, if a disarming attack is the same as an unarmed strike, I got an 18.
Yeah, I'd say that works. You, like, as he's swishing back, trying to stab at you, you, like, grab the blade as it's, it's a sharp blade, but you're able to grab it and yank it out of his hand, holding it by the blade, as he now is just, like, trying to punch you. Even if he does succeed, it's not very dangerous, and it's, like, ouchie, owie, but not really that bad. The rest of you is, though, you hear this going on, you're standing at the stairway. What do you do? Excuse me.
I'm being held by Howdy.
I'm putting you at the top of the stairs, to where you could pitter patter your way across the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically quite quickly go and check what's happening.
Do the rest of you follow?
No, Howdy's staying at the stairs.
Oh yeah, I'm staying at the stairs.
Keeping guard. All right, Prisa, you like run over to the room, the open door, and you like slip in, and you just see the backside of Adel like holding a hand over this kid's mouth, with one hand and holding the sword by the blade in the other. As this kid's like freaking the fuck out right now. If he lets go of the hand on the kid's mouth, he is going to let out a scream. Adel, roll me a Constitution check.
Okay. After I do this, I want to ask if I can use tempestuous magic to knock the kid out by taking the wind out of his lungs.
Jesus
fuck?
Christ, but okay.
All right. You don't have like the sleep spell?
No. So Constitution is a 5.
You're lucky that was the DC. The kid tries a different tactic in trying to get out of your hands, and you feel the wet, like, nasty feeling of your hand being licked, but you immediately, like, you are a fish, yes? You're not wearing any
Yes.
gloves?
No glove.
He's
So he
salty.
just gets the taste of, like, salty, uncooked fish in his mouth, and you just hear clearly the taste was not to his liking, and you've luckily resisted the temptation to pull your hand back from him licking it. I'll give Priza a moment here. Priza, what do you do upon seeing this situation?
I just like,
Oh,
so who else is in the room?
No one. It is just the two of
Okay.
them, including you.
All right. Give me a second. I need to look through one particular.
Howdy's like looking at Sears and looking back out to the hallway, just like the silent sign of what is going on. It's crazy.
Be rapidly looking through stuff.
Oh, oh, you're so attached.
Am I?
Yeah, I thought you were doing that on purpose, Kiwi.
Nope. Every time I rotated, I moved Frieza. Frieza's
That's
side
so
up.
Let me
funny.
unattach. There you go. I can't. What? Hello? Okay, there we go. Detached.
What were you trying to do, Priza?
I was looking for my thing still.
This door is closed over here, right? We
Yes.
can hear slight
Yeah.
snoring coming from that room.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like any kind of furniture out here in the
There's
hallway, like over here, or is there no furniture?
there's not really much furniture in the middle of the hallway. You could see like kind of a spot
Oh no.
on the floor
There's
where
a
there's like
Sconce over here though,
that is
torch
that's a
sconce?
wall light. Yeah, that's like a wall light. The torch is it's
Alright.
like a wall oil lamp, but it's not lit.
yeah, it's a like a sconce where they
Mhm.
I would like to now looking at the
okay.
door.
Mhm.
If I were looking at it, does the door seem to open up going into the room or out into the hallway?
If it was it can go either way. If it was opened from inside, it would go out into the hallway, but if you open it from outside, it could go into the room.
So it goes into the room.
It can if you want it to, yes.
All right. I'm gonna
I'm
gonna reach into my pack and
Yeah.
pull out my rope.
Oh no.
Loop a bit of rope around the wall sconce
Oh no.
and tie it tight. No. And then tie the other half of the rope to the doorknob
Okay.
so that if he were to try and open the door, he couldn't.
It'll struggle a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I put a little line there. All right, so
Yeah,
you're
so-
just stopping the door from being open that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
If any roll, what should I make to tie this?
I'm not gonna say this is a roll for you. They're snoring loud enough to block out the sound of you like tying the rope to the sconce and the doorknob. So I'd say yeah. You
Alright.
just you tie it up on there, you know, nice
it's-
and tight.
And it's tight.
Mm-hmm.
So like when he tries to open the door, he'll pull the door open to open it, and it won't go anywhere because the rope is taut.
All
Alright.
right. Before we cut back to Priza, make me a perception check.
Oh, who?
You. Sorry, I
Oh.
should have been more clear.
All right. Perception. 19.
You notice the sconce is not very well tied to the wall. It is
Okay,
an
we're gonna have
unstable
to
connection.
work quickly. That's fine. I'm going to still sneakily come over here,
And
and I'm
investigate.
I'm gonna open the door.
It already was open.
All right.
That's how Priza got in. So we'll say you come in and like peek open and push the door open a little more as Priza. What are you
Oh
doing?
yes. So, how old is this child? Kind of thing.
He looks to be about 11 to 12.
Okay, so he's not easily distracted. Okay.
No.
Has he got the sword in his hand still?
No, it is in Adel's other hand. That isn't
Cool,
being used to...
I'm gonna run over, open my bag of holding, and just jump and just put it directly into the bag of holding and run out.
The
The kid or
sword?
the sword?
No, not the kid, the sword.
Oh my god, I thought you were taking the kid.
I thought you were just
I thought about the kid. I thought about doing that, but
kidnapping him.
no. I'm gonna.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna basically
God.
just thump the sword, and I will. Wait, I'll give you a second. It's a rapier, right?
Uh-huh.
But what did the other sword look like again?
What other sword?
The sword that I just took.
It was silver with this gold, like, vine design all over it, creeping up the blade on the hilt. I had kind of like a cup hilt to it.
So were there any like extra like 3D elements they put on?
Yeah. I'd
Okay,
say
Is
so.
this
You
the
see-
sword we saw on his hip?
Yes,
at the-
this
the
is,
thing.
you recognize this as the sword you saw on Brock Oaktree's hip. This is the sword you need.
So you see that pulling out the bag, Fraser pulls out a different just a plain rapier, and just loads of like clay, and basically using magical tinkering, a static visual effect appears on one of the object surfaces. I'm gonna basically, as if painting it, not 3D, it's absolutely 2D, but make it look like 3D as if it's like on the
And so you're
basically drawing on a sword.
so you're recreating what the sword looks
Yeah.
like.
Uh-huh.
Roll me, I wish there was a creativity stat. Roll me a
Sleight of hand or
deception check.
performance? Okay.
Deception.
Oh jeez, why deception? I'm not good at those.
Because you're lying right now.
I would say like you can even make that an intelligence-based deception check, because you're using your tinkering.
Yeah. Actually, it might actually say like, yeah. I use my thieves' tools. Actually, I can't do this. You touch a tiny magical object, non-magical object.
Ah, it's too
So I
big.
can't do it.
It's too big.
All right,
Maybe
well
fucking-
we can end this right now.
What the fuck does that mean?
We've got what we came for.
Do you want me to do? Yeah, no, y'all leave. Y'all go. Y'all get out of here. I got this.
Okay, yeah. That's my first plan. I didn't know.
I'm
we had to- so, yeah,
scared.
I'm gonna just
I'm
like
going-
fucking.
I got
Thump
this.
the
I
sword
got. I can,
I'm
I can
gonna
knock
make-
this kid out.
Oh well, like I mean, I was just gonna say I'm gonna walk in there. I'm gonna punch a child.
Jesus
No, do
Christ.
not punch the child. That is too much evidence left behind. Please.
I go
I'm gonna,
and I run.
be
I'm
begging
leaving.
you not
Goodbye.
to with my eyes and character.
Get
Prisa bolts it and is
I
now in
leave.
front of Ross Callahan.
I just leave.
all of you are leaving. Adel,
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Choose your next actions very carefully.
Is there any water in the room?
Oh god.
He's gonna fucking drown. There's those wine
there's-
bottles in the corner.
Those we'll say those are actually like a glass of water. There's a glass of water on his bed on his like table over there
Okay.
next to his half-eaten loaf of bread he has not eaten yet. It's a midnight snack.
And now when I say this, I urge with the most caution that a man can make this action with. Surgeon's precision. I want to knock him out with the water by filling his nose with it for a little bit too. I want to restrict his ability to breathe for long enough so he passes out.
Horrifying.
Guys,
Are
are we
you
the bad guys?
are you
Bro,
are you using
okay.
Howdy isn't seeing any of this.
You just see
I'm
Prisa
gonna
run past
fill
you.
his nose with water as I cover his mouth.
using shape water, I imagine?
Using shape water, but I'm gonna leave the water in his nose, not let it go anywhere else.
Right. Give me just a second. I think I should do this at disadvantage. You are so goddamn lucky I rolled an 18 and a 17. You see as you bring this water over and kind of like make this blockage in his nose, you see as he like continues punching you as you hold your hand tighter over his mouth as he tries to punch you. You see as he slowly like stops as the punches
Can I?
get slower and slower until
Before
eventually.
he passes out,
Mhm.
can I like whisper to him, "Stop resisting.
Terrifying.
Resisting." I want to try to imitate the clankers as much as possible.
Roll me a deception check for that, please.
All right, we're going lucky dice. No. Okay. You know what? Maybe I have really good deception.
You're a sorcerer, so I feel like you'd have
I got a
charisma.
6.
Well, you're
Oh,
a sorcerer. I can't
well. You see as he like punches at you slowly as you like imitate this robotic whispering. He slowly kind of sways, and with one last kind of just brush against your leg as he tries to get you off of him, he passes out. As far as you can tell,
Alright.
he's alive. He will be alive so long as you take the water off of his mouth.
So I'm going to remove the water from his nose. I'm going to lay him down on his bed, and then I'm going to misty step back out of the room through the window.
Onto the ladder,
Onto the ground.
onto the ground. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. Yeah, you
As long as we're like less than 30 feet in the air, I could do it.
Yeah, you're. It's only one story. You misty step back onto the ground, leaving the kid to go night nighty, night nighty. Shoo.
Howdy's gonna undo the rope.
Before you go.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you all have left, and I mean,
Oh no, Heidi was still at the stairs.
Oh no, I meant all of you in
Okay.
general, and also, Sears. In fairness, if it was left there would have been pretty clear evidence that you were there, and also a fire hazard. So, it's okay.
Good.
Adel, you teleport back out downstairs. Howdy. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to grab you. You sneak back
Grabs you.
downstairs, and out the front door. And Grass is still standing there, posted up, as you all four, I imagine, congregate out back the front. And he just kind of looks
I
at
had
all
already
of
been
you.
outside.
He
Like
just
after
kinda-
the sword just had run out.
He looks at all of you and mouths, "Did you get it?"
Yeah, let's go. Run now.
Okay, all right.
We need to leave before that kid wakes up again.
He gets up and immediately books it, and I'm gonna put him back on the map.
I attached the Spenda. I'm sorry, I couldn't get the rest of you.
Oh, can I also, while we're leaving, can I melt the ice ladder and put it back into the buckets?
Yeah, as you like,
Well,
you know,
control water melts after an hour.
Yes,
true,
but I
you
want
could-
to leave it back in the bucket so there's no evidence at all.
all right, yeah, you spend a little time before running off, you know, melting the water and putting it back into the buckets, and it all remains the same. There's, effectively, as far as you know, no evidence of you being there.
Except the kid having a fishy taste in his mouth.
Yeah, that kid's. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. As you all leave the house, let me go
There
back.
can only be so many fish people.
There can only be like at least two. As you
There's
all
plenty more fish in the sea.
as you all get away from the area, Grass like stops after you're a decent ways away and just keels over with a please tell me you didn't murder him.
No one died. No, he didn't die. I knocked him out with water.
Eyebrow raise.
What?
You can't
I
see him, eyebrow
asphyxiated him
raise.
until he passed out while covering
the
his mouth
fuck?
with my hand.
You
That was a
And
child.
he's-
fuck
He is completely unharmed and alive. He is. He didn't. He saw a large fish man leering over his window on the second story, and he's like 11. No one's gonna believe him.
I mean this
No
in the
one is
most
gonna believe him.
respectful
sword is
way
missing.
possible. Do you know how many fucking fishmen there are around here?
Not around here, but
None. You were just seen at a shooting. You were just
And also a
questioned and
bomb
relating for a shooting, and then suddenly a bomb goes off. You run away. Oh God. Okay. You know what? It's fine. You're probably right. The kid's young. The kid's disturbed. Maybe he'll just take it as a nightmare, and the sword theft will be Oh God. Okay. Okay. You see as he kind of begins to freak out like this, genuinely beginning to freak out, you see as his scales begin to shift to a more blue color as he like rubs his head and kind of freaks out a bit. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's just be a nightmare. We got the sword, right? You at least left with the sword.
I'll pull it out and be like, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Now, try not to point it at people.
Why?
So when you point it at someone who you believe is truly evil, it kind of evaporates them.
It does what?
It does what?
I was gonna say, did he
I-
point it at you?
Look, okay, look. That's what the
I'm gonna be
stories.
investigating this tonight.
That is what the stories around the whole I mean, it's a legendary sword passed down through the Oak Tree family. Of course, some legends were going to go around, and that's what it did. That's why it was given to people or family members who went into the TRR. Those are just the stories. And keep in mind, don't get too excited. We're returning this. Just need it to go unlock the Light Temple, hopefully, and get in there. All right? But please, in the meantime, try not to point it at anyone, especially anyone you don't like. We
Princess
really...
starts to slowly turn it towards themselves.
I am pointing. How are you holding this?
Yeah.
Very hardly.
You're like holding like the blade of it to point it at yourself. You cannot hold the hilt and point it at yourself. You're too short.
Yeah.
I
Just,
don't.
like, point
I
it
don't.
up.
Please stop fucking with the sword. Just put it away before we don't want to damage it either.
I'm gonna be researching it tonight. I hope you know this.
Look, you'll have time to do that after we unlock the
Yeah.
temple. We have to go now, because need I
right.
remind you, this is a time-sensitive thing. Okay? The Light Temple
Yeah.
is a little ways away, but we should make it there in just about an hour or two. It'll still be nightfall. We'll still have time. Come on.
Alright,
Oh.
let's go.
You see as he kind of lets out a breath of relief, he begins to walk on, and you see his scales turn back to a green color you know him for. With that, I'm going to actually ask all of you, do you all feel like going on any longer tonight?
I'm good to go on.
I'm good if y'all are.
I
Yeah.
got nothing better going on tonight.
Look how big Preeze's text is.
Well, shit. Okay. I did not notice how big Breeze's text was. All right, then yeah. As you all walk
I'm
on,
enlarging my text.
I did make a version of this map with the fucking markers on it, but you know what? I'll just make mental notes. It's fine. You all walk on for a while, and then give me a second.
You die.
I did not die. You all blow up and die. Sorry, campaign's over. No. You all walk on for a while before finding the ruins of this temple. You'd only heard people talking, passing about these temples, but this temple on the outside isn't at the moment, but you can tell it was once an elegant place. You can see the remnants of marble in the floors, the pillars that once lined these big rooms, and you can see a set of stairs in the middle of these ruins that go down.
Man, this
To
place
where?
kinda sucks.
To where you don't know, but stained glass windows and that have been shattered over the years, and the vines that creep up around these ruins show its age. But specifically, something that stands out to you, which Grass just steps right over, is some tape and what clearly looks like archaeology equipment. Seemingly, there isn't anyone here at the moment, as it is late at night. They're not really doing much investigating. But Grass steps over the tape and begins to walk towards the stairs visible. And the only reason these stairs are visible is because the door has been crumbling and destroyed over the years. You can see a remnant of one of the doors having fallen over into the temple itself. This place has seen better days, but the main way you can distinguish it from any other place, any other kind of temple, are these statues. Just out front of the entrance, there are two statues holding out hands, creepily what look like down to you. It's these. Give me a second. One momento. Uno momento. Let me find him. It's these temples of this person. They're they're feminine presenting, but for the sake of me and how I wrote this character, they are non-binary. They have this long flowing hair which has been carved elegantly but crumbled over the years. The left statue is in fact missing its eye, but they're constructed with this beautiful armor with pauldrons with wings on them and this cape that flows down their back. And you see as you walk up to them, walk past these statues, they're holding out their hands as if though to greet you into the temple. One of their hands isn't there because it's fallen off, but these statues hold their hands out as if to aid you within walking into the temple, as their other hands point toward where the entrance once was. Callahan ignores all of this and just walks towards the stairs, and as he approaches, and you all, I assume, spend time looking at the statues for a moment, he waits for you at the base of the stairs.
Priest like rubs their hands together like is there like I would like, using my historical knowledge from archaeologist as my background, when I enter a ruin or dungeon, I can correctly ascertain its original purpose, determine its builders, whether those were dwarfs, elves, humans, Yuan-Ti, or some other race, and any monetary value of art objects more than a century old. So it's like, who built this? What's its purpose?
I would say that we'll start with art objects, as that's the shortest one. The statues, if they were repaired and in genuine condition and not, morphed by magic, would be worth millions. These statues have features carved into stone that would be nearly impossible for anyone to replicate nowadays. Seemingly, these weren't carved entirely by human hand. You've seen human sculpted sculptures. They're rougher. The hair on these sculptures is far too elegant to have been carved without magic, or possibly even to have been carved without the use of electrical machines. As for the builders of this place, you could definitely tell it was humans. The architecture screams human architecture. There's no different flair to it. It's very bland, but that's because you probably base all other construction deviations off of humans, because humans were very prominent. Humans, in fact, built this temple to worship El, the god of light. Shut up. Don't even. We're being serious right now.
Light Yagami.
No, that was even worse. I thought you were gonna make a Luigi joke, and then you fucking throw out Light Yagami. Anyways.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking the same thing.
Where's the book?
Where's the book? Where's the L? L. I need to tell you, L. I like men, so you don't think I'm Kira. What? Anyways, sorry. I just think Death Note's silly and dumb. Anyways, in a good way.
It is incredibly stupid and dumb.
This place, Prisa, you could tell was a place of worship. This was a place where followers of El, the god of light, would congregate to worship them. They would congregate here to pray, to mingle among fellow worshippers, and generally all around, just I don't know what people do at church, okay? I'm sorry. Like, I've not been to church. I don't know what people do at church. I imagine it's a community thing, but, it was a place of worship. Yeah, that's what you can discern about this place. If you want to make a history check to learn maybe a little more about the god's history, I would be open to that.
I've only had some good history stats.
That's crazy.
So I must have a +6 now, so that's a 22.
As
crazy, dude.
as you identify these details, as I imagine everybody's walking toward the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I would probably take like a chance to like bow at both of the statues before moving on, as like out of respect.
Of course. You swear one
Well,
of them
because
winks
I
at
think-
you. What?
I think
Anyways.
my in-character reasoning for it, is I was probably alive during the time these gods were worshipped.
Mhm. Oh, they still are worshipped. This is just an old temple.
I mean, like
You-
this temple was around.
yes, yeah,
Potentially?
I get
Yeah.
what you mean. Priza, recalling some details about El, the god of light, you recall a particular event that stood out to you in your research of them, particularly a great smiting. Now, gods smite things. They do it. It's just a thing that happens. Very rarely, but it happens. But you recall a story of a group of followers of El attacking a group of people who were followers of D, the goddess of, or not goddess, the god of darkness. Shut up. Don't even. Sorry. I feel like
No
I'm being...
judgment, no judgment, man. Do your thing.
You remember this story being of a group of light followers taking a very zealous approach. I think that's the right word. Presuming that these followers wanted them gone, wanted them dead, and they wanted darkness to prevail. However, these followers were basically the antithesis of that. They wanted to spread their message to all those who were willing to listen, but they weren't going to do it by force, nor did they want to be rid of the God of Light followers, because, well, they knew they had to coexist. They didn't want any trouble with them. The God of Light followers thought they were righteous and above them. So when they went to attack them, it is said that in the story, El themselves came down to forbid the attack. However, all of their followers, even being told by their own god, no, you should not do this, they presumed it was some kind of trick. They presumed it was an illusion conjured up as a desperate attempt to get them to stop. So when one of them took a step forward to attack, they were turned to ash right before these followers. And the God of Light never made any other appearance in any form again. People continued to worship, but it's said that because of this event, the God of Light became disdainful towards humans. And while continuing managing their domain of light, they did not appreciate what their followers had done and chose not to engage or benefit with them in any kind of way. You, in fact, recall that this story is a theory as to why there's not many clerics of El, because, well, they just don't feel like giving out that power to anyone because they know what they might do with it. Anyhow, sorry for lore dumping. You all make your way towards
That's
the
awesome,
stairs.
man.
Thank you.
I love lore.
I be writing a lot of lore. You gotta understand. Right. Hold on.
It's like the greatest thing in world building.
Yeah. As you all walk toward the stairs and go down and down, Callahan stays silent during all of this. You continue to go down and down the stairs, each step echoing as you go down further and further. And you come to this wall of vines. Callahan, as if though he's seen these before, at the end of the stairs, pushes past these vines. Do you all follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna at this point I'm gonna draw out one of my spears, just to have
Okay.
it at the ready, just in case.
All right. You're holding your spear out. As you all follow through the vines, what Callahan said was true. There is a door down here. Give me a moment. Don't move your... Don't... Hold still for right now. It's very basic, but it'll work for the purposes of this. A door stands before you. It's a circular door embedded into this stone wall. The room itself consists of a stairway going down onto a little platform with this circular vault door and a massive stone wall. There are railings on the side of the stairs, but on either side of this platform and stairwell up to this door is deep, deep pits. So deep you can't even see the bottom of them. It
Can
is
I toss a rock in?
Yeah, you can toss a rock in. You pick up a little piece of rubble off the side. The place isn't in the best of shape. And you toss it over. Do you count to try to see how deep it is?
No.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, you all walk up to this door, and you see on this door there is in the middle of it this bronze inlay of the door, and it is in the shape of a rapier. It's very obvious too. The shape isn't like there's no curved hilt on the shape. It is just an inlay of bronze in the door. To be clear, this door is on a wall. This platform. The door is on a wall that like covers the entire back of this room, but to the sides of the stairs and platform, there is a deep pit. Grass walks up to the door and then looks to you, Priza, and he kind of holds his hand out.
I wonder what could be here.
Shocking, right? We're giving it a shot, so.
Yep. I'll give it over, I guess.
Wow, that's crazy.
He reaches up, kind of like shakily, and then places it in the door. You see as his scales turn a bright, like a much brighter green as he does this, as he shudders a bit. And the door takes the sword, and you see as this electricity begins to zzz, 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 all over the sword for a couple moments as it continues to zap until the sword disappears. The bronze inlay, the bronze inlay flips over, turns, and the door opens. I say it disappears, it goes out of sight. The bronze inlay flips over, and the door begins to open. To your surprise or dismay, I need everyone to move up to, hold on, everybody, you're going up this way. You're going up this way, everybody, bring everybody, I'll just yank, there you go. You're all, oh boy, okay, everybody started moving. You all know where you're going. To your dismay, as you walk into this room, oops, sorry. I'm not trying to shape freezes. Hold on. This is going to be Callahan's token for now. You all see this room. This room, mainly what you see upon coming into this room are two doors. One on the left, one on the far end of the room. It is a featureless room. There isn't much in this room other than the stone floor and the vines covering the walls. However, in the center of the room are 4 braziers, lit aflame as if though they had never gone out. In the middle of these braziers, these braziers kind of make a square, and in the middle of this square, in the middle of this room, is a golden pedestal with a silver button inlaid on top of it. Now, before you all say anything, I need to piss. Your boy has been holding it in for like 10 minutes. I will be right back.
Bathroom break,
Ruminate over what to
break.
do.
I need to do the same thing. I'll also be.
I'm in your walls. I know where you sleep at night.
This is cool. I love this lore. This is sick.
This is good lore.
Oh my god, this is actually really cool. This is.
It's like,
I'm realizing now that I could have used like create fog to make it even scarier for the kid.
you don't want to make it even scary. You want to make it less scary.
Well, also create fog would have obscured my features.
That makes sense, but
But like from the fog, and then I used my form of terror, which sprouts tentacles from my back. So it really is like the thing from the mist, where the tentacles are like coming out of the mist and attacking the people. And I'm just, it's just this poor kid. I'm also really glad he did not point the sword at me, because he definitely
He
thought
did,
I
I'm
was
pretty
truly
sure.
evil. No,
What do
he
you like-
tried to. No, he tried to point it at me, and I
Ooh.
grabbed it.
Oh, sorry. The tank is empty and I'm ready to go. Did anyone else?
I'm
Everyone
so
else?
glad I stopped
Kiwi
that
went.
sword from pointing at me while he had it, because he definitely thought I was pure evil.
Right. So, we're all back. We're all good.
Nope, Kiwi went to the toilet.
I see. Okay. Okay. In fairness, Adel, Callahan did say this was like a legend, a like story about the sword. Not that he knew that it did that. So, maybe you just got lucky. And I will say nothing else. Anyways, did I miss anything else other than that?
No.
Not as far as I'm aware.
I think I'm just like geeking out about the lore and the world building. It's like really cool.
Yeah, I do go a little crazy when it comes to making all of these. It's probably my favorite part of doing all of it. Making just every little thing, you know. It's fun. That's why I like DMing so much. I get to write, I get to flex all my little brain muscles when it comes to writing and everything. That's great.
Right. It's so much
Yeah,
fun.
that's what he does.
What?
Sorry, you said right, and I'm like, yeah, that's what he does.
Okay. Phoenix, he writes. Does Phoenix writes makes up for Phoenix's wrongs?
No.
What did
He's-
Phoenix do?
I think murder. I
There's
don't
like a
know.
point where he got sent to jail at one point.
Oh, does he? I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about that series. Right. I think while we're here, I'm gonna like make a little representation here of the Brazers. This isn't exact, but you know what? It helps.
I
for
wonder if there's going to be
visual.
a puzzle based on it.
You'll see. You'll see. And then the pedestal.
No, I
Whoa.
won't. Closes my eyes.
Okay, bitch. Why is the cursor? There we go. So yeah, that circle is the pedestal in the middle of the room, and those four things are the Brazers. I will say, I will not blame anyone if, no, you know what? No. I'm already saying too much. I'm already saying too much.
Or
Hi. We all good to go now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
did Sears leave? I couldn't. I thought I heard him say something.
No,
Drew?
I'm here.
Yeah, Drew's
Alright.
here. Right, everybody good? Okay. As I said, there are four Brazers in the middle of the room, and a golden pedestal with a silver button inlaid on top of it. There's several vines covering the rest of the room. You know, it looks like a mossy stone, like broken down room. This
It's a
pedestal
mob
stand.
spawner.
Shut up. This shut up. These brazers are lit. They're all on fire, and this pedestal lies in the middle of the room.
That's why nothing is spawning. There's light.
No.
Exactly.
They put light next to the mob spawner. Nothing's spawning.
That's what the pits are for outside the door. It's
No,
for XP
it's for the
farming.
mob grinder. God damn it. If you had waited outside, it would have been 23 seconds, one for each block that the mobs had to fall down.
that's crazy.
So it's 23 meters deep.
Yeah, which is blocks. I don't know.
Well,
but,
Cody just like went up next to the button and looked at it, and then looked at Callahan.
Callahan's like investigating the doors. He's like off to the side looking at the doors a little bit. He's not looking at you.
Hey, buddy.
Hmm?
Should I press the button? Button? There's a button here.
All things considered, this would be a pretty stupid trap, so I'm not opposed to it if you all aren't.
What
Oh.
could go wrong?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is the first room of this place, and I doubt it's a trap. It could be some kind of startup sequences. He, like, wriggles the doorknob. These doors are locked, and I see no keyhole. Put that shit, but hey, put the fucking.
I didn't mean to move it. I was trying to scroll.
It's okay. I mean, I imagine these doors are locked with some kind of magic. This is an ancient evil dungeon that we had to get a magical sword in order to open, so I wouldn't be surprised. Does anyone object to pressing the button?
Nope.
No,
That was my
Press
voice.
away.
Nope.
his hands like hovering.
Sears?
Go ahead.
You got it. He's gonna press it. Smack.
Uno momento, uno momento. Hold on. Okay,
Oh
wow.
no, music change. This is.
No, hold on. No, this isn't...
So yes, music change.
Yeah, it is a music change,
You
but,
went no.
Hold on, fuck. I need a good... You know what? We'll music change in just a second. You see, as you press this button, the whole room begins to get eaten up with this yellow haze. The door that you came in is sucked up as the whole room begins to turn into this white floored yellow room. Like the yellow crawls up the walls. This light, this room that was once not lit by any sort of lights on the walls begins to turn into this room of light that crawls up the walls. I'm repeating words here, I'm sorry. And you see is, only the pedestal remains after everything is done. And from that pedestal rises someone out of the ground. The button opens to reveal this transparent yellow person. They've got these these like long locks of hair, kind of like dreads going down the back of their head. You see this dagger on their side and this cleric robe on this person that kind of like, they kind of have it tucked into these like almost adventurer pants as this person rises out of the pedestal. And you know what? No, I have a better song for this. This person isn't or they don't look corporeal. This person is made of pure light. They are yellow and completely, they're somewhat transparent as they rise out of the ground. And the first thing they say is, I am the avatar of El. Who dares disturb me in my beauty sleep? Good God, do you know how hard it is to get a good sleep around here? You're the first people to... Yeah?
Can I like try to like just see, like feel around like his, you know, his legs? Can I just like kind of like swipe in there to see like, is this guy real?
Your
Or do I
hands...
just like slap him?
Your hands go through him, and as you do this, he leans down and gives you a little bap on the head, which you feel... Excuse you, but I am corporeal when I choose to. Now, would you mind if I explained what you're about to go through before touching me?
Oh
Priest is
yeah,
like-
sorry, I thought you were tricked.
Priest is going like just like below them and basically starting to like place down little candles near them, like all around them, basically setting up an identify ritual. But it's just like completely ignored, just like
I gotta know what's happening.
Excuse you, but this is far insulting than what your little thing just did. Please keep your little dog thing on a leash. I don't like it. Look,
Not a dog, and don't worry about me. I'm not doing anything.
Point being, you are in the presence of an avatar of a god. I was specifically chosen thousands of years ago to man this temple and guard the treasures deep within. And you, unfortunate idiots, pressed the button and started the... Yes, hi. Pressed the button and started the trial, so... Oh, well, I admit you did wake me up from a nice nap. This is the fun part. This is the part where we have a little bit of fun. You see, I am here to test you. I am here to determine if you are worthy of what we keep in here. I don't know, actually. I haven't checked.
Hey, do you have the last spark in here?
The
you know,
what?
electricity? I think.
Dumbass,
That's what
go
we're here for,
outside.
right?
Electricity is everywhere.
Oh,
It's
it's
not.
not anymore.
You know,
Oh my
got
god.
taken away.
Have I been sent back in time? We're a bunch of cavemen? Oh god.
Oh no, you
can I,
All
are.
right.
can I just say like
future.
how long it's been? Because I know how long it's been because of my like history books and everything.
Before you do that, he kind of leans down and yells to the lot of you, "This trial of God, you find treasure at end of this. Are you understanding what I'm saying? We have little device and it let you come in here."
You have been asleep for a few thousand years and electricity is gone.
Oh, please. S wouldn't do that. Look, I'm not
Yeah.
going to believe your ramblings or your little things. That's not my job. My job, as he snaps his fingers, you see behind him this scene come into play of, you see as, like, the other half of the room is kind of taken up by this picture of a manor in a moonlit forest on a hill. This manor's lively. There looks to be a party going on inside. And the avatar of El continues, "My purpose here is to test you. You will go through several trials and tribulations and whatever I deem necessary to determine if you are truly valiant enough and worthy and unprejudiced of deserving this treasure. And if you die, well, I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just fun for me all the same. Please don't die. It would be far more entertaining. So, would you all like to hear what's up first?
Sure.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
You see as he steps off the platform, he does not step on the ground. He walks on air as he explains this. As you see before you, give me a moment to pull up my notes. As you
Frieza just
see,
like friggin' mutters as he goes out of the circle.
I am terrified.
as you oh please, you haven't seen the worst of it. As you see before you, this here is the manor of a lord. This lord had a party. At this party, this lord was murdered. I'll go in a little more in depth here, but essentially, a murder has occurred here at this party, and there are 3 suspects. As he snaps his fingers again, the scene kind of shifts off to the other half of the room as these guards step out of the wall and push these 3 people up towards this part of the wall. There is what looks to be some kind of hunter wearing this wolf cloak on him and like having a bow on his back. There's a man dressed in very torn and ragged clothing, but has a little chef hat on him that looks pristine for some reason. And there is a little dwarven man who's dressed in very typical, like almost comedically obvious druid garb. They all look corporeal and real compared to the avatar of El, as he points to the 3 of them. These 3 are suspected of being a werewolf. Now, that's what the guards have said occurred at the party. It was the night of a full moon when this murder occurred, and it's said that the Lord was seen going up to his room, and, well, the next morning, his window was found broken, and the full moon had just occurred, and he'd been eaten. Dead, found in his room. These 3 are suspected, and if you want to get through this room, I'm going to ask you solve the murder. Now, of course, you could step over here. He points to the manor, the scene of like the manor, which is now like taken up the wall instead of like the whole floor and everything. You can go in here and look at the murder scene, and you can ask them what they know and what they saw. These 3 are the main suspects. No, you cannot have any more. No, you cannot ask. Actually, no. You can ask the guards things, but they have very limited knowledge. No, you cannot talk with the Lord. We've already tried that. You smart asses kept using Speak with Dead on him, and you were like, ooh, what killed you? That's boring. You're not going to get to do that. Anyhow. Actually, I don't know. Did we? I'll forget it. It's not my job to maintain these systems. Point being, if you want to get out of here, you're going to have to solve this Step in here to go to the murder scene, talk to those people. They are real by all means and will attack you if you try to kill them, so please don't be stupid and do that. Simply hit the button over there again when you have a solution or need help with some kind of, I don't know, if you're too stupid to figure this out. Judging by what you're saying, you might be. Point being, solve the murder, have fun. I'm gonna go set up the rest of the rooms up. This is joyous. Ooh. You see as he... yeah?
Before you leave, I'd have to ask
Oh.
a question of you.
Oh, yes, please. What is it?
Is the werewolf aware that they're a werewolf?
Most werewolves aren't. At least that's how it works. You don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that question. Anyhow, ta-ta, darlings. I'm going to go set up the rest of the rooms. You see as he says this, turns and walks into the wall. And you're left with these 3 scared-looking suspects and the manor. So I now ask, what do you do?
Anyone got silver?
Yeah, I was about to say, does anybody have any silver coins in their pouch? I seem to only have gold on me.
Let's see. Inventory. I have no money. Never mind. I have a silver coin in my possessions. I don't know what from.
I have silverware.
I don't think
Background.
yeah.
I do have a silver coin. I'm not sure from what. It's probably from my background.
What's your background?
Haunted one.
Probably.
Oh, I have a steel mirror.
I have the stupidest idea that I think somebody would kill me for. And it's with a
What's your
loser.
idea?
I'm not gonna do it because it feels extremely cheaty. Like, even more so than Speak with Dead. I could make a losery script and say only the werewolf can read it. And then get them all to read it out loud.
Oh, no.
I mean, it is a use of
To
your
you and
resources.
to any creatures you designate when you cast a spell, I could say, the werewolf.
You designate a werewolf.
I'm not gonna do it because that's fucking stupid and lazy, but it's so funny.
That
No,
also
man.
doesn't have the
It's
highest chance of
actually-
working.
It is actually more clever than the silver coin idea.
So out of character,
going
I'm just gonna ask now: is anyone confused about the mechanics of this room?
I zoned out a little bit.
It's Cluedo. We're playing Clue.
A little bit. So what the goal
It
of
was
this?
mustard.
No. What the goal of this room is you are going to solve the murder. You're going to hit the button in the middle of the room. I'll put the button back here real quick. You're going to hit the button in the middle of the room if you have any questions for the avatar of L, or if you've solved the murder. I warn you, he will probably get annoyed if you don't press the button with an answer to the question, but that's besides the point.
What if we just press it 3
if you-
times? Do we have a limit of guesses?
Once you put in
Press it.
once you put in your final answer, that will be your answer he goes with.
Okay.
You in this big square is a picture of the manor, which you can step into to go see the murder scene, and the 3 suspects are standing over here and can be talked to. They are real people and they will respond to you. Once you've all agreed on a solution, slap that button in the middle of the room and tell the avatar of L. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, please feel free to ask any questions. I ask, what do we do?
I reiterate, does anybody have any silver on them?
That guy has a silver coin.
I have a silver coin.
Here's a silver coin.
Long stretch here. Otto doesn't know what a werewolf is. He's probably gonna confuse him with vampires. He's gonna pull out the mirror, the small hand mirror he keeps on him, and check their reflections.
As you're doing this, you do find all 3 of them have reflections, and they all look at you weirdly as you do this. And the dwarf speaks up as you go over to him and says, "That's vampires, lad. You're confusing it. We have reflections even if we are werewolves." You see as Callahan kind of like turns to the lot of you. He's kind of like stood in the back of the room. He looks a little freaked out and turns to all of you and goes, I'm sorry, we're all just okay with that.
With what?
I'm done weirder.
The avatar of a god has tasked us with solving a murder mystery, and you're all just okay with that.
Oh, you haven't been in a
Oh.
dungeon, have you?
Oh, by God.
That's
No, I'm not okay with this, but the will of the gods have dictated that we have to do this.
I'm kind of numb to all this stuff.
I'm
I mean,
beginning to believe
I-
the gods just do this shit for fun.
Yeah, 100%.
that's what it sounded like. I mean, I've talked to. This is not a unfamiliar situation.
I'm going to sit out of this. I'm completely in shock. I don't think I'd be of any
I've
help.
seen lots of cool, random things happen in dungeons. It's fun.
And he's
I'm
gonna go.
Okay.
He's gonna go sit by where the door used to be. This is me, just being like, I'm gonna sit him out because he is kind of a DM PC, and I don't want to like know the solution and then have him running around. So you all go on your way.
Yeah, you
Okay.
got it, Bugs.
I'm gonna then, still continuing to confuse myths, hand them each, or make each of them be handed the holy symbol that I have in my inventory.
I
Lad.
love this.
You see, as you hand it to the first one, the dwarf kind of goes over and goes, "Lad, that's still vampires, lad. Werewolves have no
Alright.
holy allegiance, unless you."
I'm then gonna take the wooden stake from my bag.
Oh my god! Again, still vampires. Have you ever met a werewolf, lad?
No.
Are you one?
I wouldn't know.
Why
You
not?
seem very knowledgeable of werewolves.
I'm very knowledgeable on lots of things, lad. I'm a druid. It's kind of like part of the territory.
Yeah,
Lots of
that's fair.
animals and creatures. I mean, we get werewolves all the time. They're going fucking crazy, so we just kind of stick them in a little playpen in our druid circle. I was on werewolf duty one night. It is not fun.
How do you
Well, if
identify a werewolf?
you-
What do you... Lad, have you never seen one? They're fucking
No.
giant wolf men. It's pretty easy.
So you know that's not how that's not really the question I asked, right? How
You
do
asked how do you
a
identify
werewolf?
him. That's how I fucking identify him.
Okay, so you know how sometimes they're not werewolves, right?
Oh, right, you mean a human. We don't really know how to do that. We don't really care that much. If you're a werewolf, you do as you do as a human. We're not very judgy.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sorry, why am I here?
Oh,
You're being
like-
accused of being a werewolf.
Oh,
Or just murdering the Lord or whatever.
oh, good the Lord, I didn't do such a thing,
Hey,
no.
did you kill him?
No, I didn't kill him.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
What'd you do?
Well, could you be a little more specific? I did a lot of things that night.
How'd you do it?
I didn't how I did anything. I didn't. You need to be a little more specific, lad. How did I
Interesting.
do what? How did I do what?
You're being real evasive.
I'm not. I'm just confused as to what you're asking. I'm trying to be cooperative here, but you keep just asking me really open-ended questions. And I'm not sure how to
Yeah.
respond.
I think I need to not talk this one. I'm very bad at this.
I think you're doing great.
Lad, it's alright. I
Okay.
just need a little clarification is all.
Well, I mean, I was asking about, werewolf, or, what'd you do during the night up until the morning?
The night. Oh, okay, that I can answer. So, I went to the party because my druid circle, they said I had to go warn the Lord of something. They said it was because this dumbass over here, and he points to the man wearing the wolf cloak. This dumbass over here decided to go out and kill a fucking alpha wolf in a fucking wolf pack. Pissed off a lot of the fucking wolves around the fucking place, and well, it was a whole mess. We're not very happy with him, but we understand why he had to do it. Anyways, I had to go to the manor in order to warn the Lord of the danger of commissioning dumbass to do this. I'm not very happy with it. I don't think I don't think he should have done that in the first place. I wasn't happy with just having to warn them. I wanted to get a little, sinister, but I didn't want to murder him. I never did get to meet him at the party. I got there, and by that time he had, No, I got there a couple minutes before he went upstairs. I didn't get a chance to meet him. I assumed someone else got in the party for me. I left shortly after that, went back to my compound, and we were on werewolves duty because it was a full moon. Never did catch any of them, though. If there were any, they probably were running out and about, but we're usually pretty good at catching them. They're loud, big, not very sneaky. Kinda hard to be when you're a werewolf, I mean,
Right. Can I cast detect magic and see if like the fact that they were a that one of them is a werewolf would leave like magic on them, on like their being?
Alright, yeah, you cast this, detect magic. You do detect some coming from the druid. However, this magic doesn't strike you as, because he was a werewolf, he is a druid. I mean, think what you want to think.
Yeah.
There is magic coming from the druid. And you see as the other two don't seem to have any magic coming from him. However, the hunter does look mighty pissed at the druid for, the several insults he had about him.
So, none of you know whether or not you're werewolves or not. All right.
I don't think I am, lad. What about you two? He looks at the other two, and the hunter goes, I think that would be useful, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. And the man with the chef hat goes, pretty sure? No, not.
All right, Hunter.
Hmm?
What brought you to this party?
I was invited. I hunted the alpha wolf successfully. In fact, I wore its cloak, and the Lord invited me as part of my reward. He paid me, of course, but yeah, I got invited to the party. I was, there. I saw him go up before, getting killed, but I didn't question it. Guy likes his sleep,
Right. And I'm assuming you worked the party. I gestured towards the chef.
Yeah, I did. During the day, I went and made everything for the party, all the pastries, a lot of meat we had. I think they bought me some weird looking meat. This I think it was from the wolf. But anyways, point being, a lot of meat, a lot of good food I made. And the Lord, very generous guy. After I made everything, I I went to the party because, I'd made everything during the day, kept it all warm in the hot box, and then, they served it, everybody ate it. It was nice. I did leave the party.
The murder, obviously.
Well, yeah, the party was nice until they didn't find him until the next morning, but, party was nice until, we left. Party kind of died down after that. I left a little while after he went upstairs. Had to go home.
All right. And I'm to assume that this meat that was served at this party was wolf.
Yeah, and I assure you it wasn't poisoned, okay? I checked that whole kitchen top to bottom. I check it 3 times after I make anything. And I'm the only one that works in that damn kitchen. So no one was in that kitchen who could have caused any kind of poison. And there wasn't any hazardous materials. I mean, not that poison's in the question. I mean, obviously, his body was all torn up, but I assure you there was nothing in there that could have done anything to him.
So you saw his body?
Well, yeah, I worked there. I'm the one that discovered it. Well, okay, no, that's not true. I went there and some guards bought me there. I
Are you
Hmm.
sure you're telling the truth, buddy?
I was taken there by some guards. They came to my house on suspicions, and they wanted to bring me there immediately. I saw his body, but I didn't discover it.
Oh,
Do you want to roll?
I think we
ins-
should go check the murder scene.
I was gonna say just something small while this is all happening. Priya's gonna just like go into like this hallway up here, and just kind of like sit.
Hold on. You cannot get in that hallway.
Okay.
You are trapped in this room. The doors are gone from the haze.
Oh, okay. So we
Yeah,
can't go.
they're
to any
blocked off. You are stuck in this room.
Oh, okay. Is there anywhere to like basically hide or like kind of sit behind?
The pedestal, but I mean that's kind of a difficult one to hide behind.
I'm tiny.
You are tiny, so yeah, roll stealth if you
Yeah.
want to hide behind it.
All right, I'll hide behind it, just kind of nonchalantly. 11. I don't have to be too bad. It's just like I just want
You-
to like not be seen going into that kind of thing.
You are hidden from everyone but Callahan, who like kind of glances up at you as he's kind of like just
That's
sitting there
fine.
watching everything happening.
Well, I'm gonna just quietly pull out a dagger and basically cut my hand with the intentions of I probably look like prey because I'm a tiny raccoon.
Oh,
And so the werewolf smelling blood might be like looking over kind of thing.
Mhm.
Or like would come over and like look at it kind of thing.
yeah.
yeah.
And so I just leave a little bit, I guess.
You leave a
on the
little
floor.
bit, yeah. You leave a bit of to ruminate there, you know. But the rest of you were all saying you want to go investigate the murder scene.
Yes.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Frieza.
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll be
You
making sure I look at if people are like looking at me kind of thing.
you see as all of them kind of watch you as you go in. You don't see any of them particularly watching you differently as you walk through. Nothing stands out to you as you go about. Right. Over to the right here, I am making a room that we will use in a second. Bookshelves. There is a. Yep, I think that will. Yeah, I'll put a little. Hold on, sorry, I'm getting a little silly with it. I'm getting a little silly with it. It's got a nice little thing here. Okay, that one is a little right. As you all step through the manor, I need some like. Come on now, man. This music like sucks for this. We need some like real detective music. I've got just the thing for this.
Pink Panther.
No. Let me cook here.
Fucking
Okay.
Ace Attorney investigations.
Nah. You know what
Ooh,
I
that's a good
got?
one.
You know what I got? I got that motherfucking. Yeah. We got that motherfucking box 15 up in this shit. Right. As you all walk into the painting, you find yourself not in the hold on, let me just get the pointer. Over here. Over here. You over here. Yes. Okay. You all come across as you step into the painting. You aren't finding yourself within the manor. You're finding yourself in probably the only room that matters in the manor at this moment, the murder room. You see as you walk in, immediately you can see the body on the bed of the Lord. He's wearing this kind of. You see, he's this kind of. Hold on, let me get the. He'll be one of these. You see, as he's kind of wearing this like nightgown that he clearly must have dressed into before getting into bed. He's lying sprawled out on the bed. He's kind of laying with his legs facing. So hold on. He's laying with his legs facing towards this. This is a window. Let me just be clear here. Window. This is a window. This down here is a door. It looks like the door. It looks like a door you've walked in through. Yeah, there you go. And he's sprawled out, laying backwards, kind of like this. He's missing a foot. Blood is everywhere, and you see as there's several bite marks all over him, visible in torn parts of his clothing, and there's a lot going on in this room.
Shreds,
Well-
you say?
Hmm?
To shreds, you say?
To shreds, you say.
His
And
clothes
what of
aren't.
his wife?
His
to
wife
shreds,
is.
you say?
To shreds, you say? Oh no. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. His clothes are torn, but not like completely torn off of him. And I don't know how to do this. Everyone, roll me an investigation check.
Investigación.
Got it,
Mhm.
boss.
19
19 from Priza.
intelligence character sweep.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't even have a proficiency in it.
That's-
It's a not one. Let's
Not
go.
one. Oh no.
12.
12. All right. Howdy.
That is an 18 plus 3, which is a 22.
Right. Okay.
Or plus 4,
I'm
it's a
gonna
23.
move you all around the room to represent different things that you all are looking at. Right. So firstly we'll go with Howdy. Howdy, you walk up to the body with a 19, you said?
It's a 23 in total.
You walk up to the body, and you take a look up and down, and you notice something as you're looking at the body. If these are werewolf marks, they're awfully small. There's minimal scratches. It's mostly bites you find on the body, very small pieces of the body. And you notice next to the body, I'm gonna mark it with a circle, there is an empty plate. It's been licked clean almost. And you notice as well on the bed, while it looks like that the Lord was definitely jumped, this attack was unexpected, he doesn't look as if though he struggled. And this Lord, as you get a look at him, is definitely not physically fit. He definitely doesn't look like he could put up a fight against a werewolf, but there seems to be minimal evidence of a struggle that happened. And you also look over the body more, and you notice several wounds that were made post-mortem. Some bites that haven't drawn any blood, including on his foot. It looks as if though his foot was ripped off post-mortem. In fact, a bite mark in the neck really shows what the killing blow was most likely. The main things you discern is that there's an empty plate next to him, there's small bite marks on his body, and it looks like there are wounds made post-mortem.
What
At
are
all.
the teethers like?
The teethers?
Yeah, the chompers.
Roll me animal handling, sorry.
Roll me animals.
Roll me animals.
I am proficient. Can I give him advantage? System?
Yeah, you can help. Maybe Howdy calls you over to take a look
Yeah.
at it after you're done
You
investigating.
guys know chompers? Look at these chompers.
These bites.
Let's-
But I make
Go
sure to
for it.
tell him it's not a sea creature.
yes. They're definitely not a secret.
First roll is a 9 in total. Let's see what the second one is. A 7.
You definitely can tell they are not human. But other than that, you can't narrow down the specifics of what it could be. And not human, to be clear, also counts for werewolves, as technically werewolves aren't human in all
Yeah.
senses of the word. But they're definitely smaller than what you'd expect a werewolf bite to be. Adel, jumping to you. You see that oh wait, hold on. I meant to swap you two. I'm sorry. Sears, you're here. Adel, you're here. Adel, as you peruse through these through cupboards and anything to see if anything was here, you notice no money was stolen. After you ruminate on that for a second, I imagine you realize that that's a stupid observation, as if a werewolf attacked him, I don't think he'd be looking for money. But what the more important thing you notice is that the shelves and everything else in the room aren't very well torn up. There isn't a lot of evidence that a werewolf came through and trashed the place. No money was stolen, but as well, nothing else was really stolen and from any of the shelves. Point being, they're not trashed, which stands out to you. Priza, you discover mostly the same thing. However, you oh god, wait. Okay, shit. I think I'm fucking up with my notes here. You find in the corner of the room this kind of bookshelf, and you notice there's lots of books untouched that all relate to fighting. All of them relate to like different methods of fighting. The Lord was clearly an enthusiast of fighting. However, you also notice none of the books are touched, and you notice that that even looking over at the Lord, he clearly isn't physically adept to put up a fight. So you could discern that most definitely he was not winning a fight against a werewolf. But to put two and two together here, if he wasn't going to win a fight against a werewolf, you determine it's weird that nothing else is destroyed. If he wasn't going to win a fight against a werewolf certainly wasn't going to go easy on him. And finally, Sears. Walking up to the window, you find that it's broken. However, the break looks odd to you. The hole kind of here, I'm going to make a visual representation just outside the window here for you. The hole is small. So this is the window. The hole is small, and it's at the very bottom of the window. There's no like sign of human form having smashed through this window. It looks big enough for something to fit through. This isn't like a minuscule hole. It definitely wasn't there previously, but it's definitely not human shaped. I'm just drawing cracks for flavor. It looks like this.
My question is, the glass is on the inside or the outside?
The glass is on the inside.
Okay, so this glass came from the
yes,
entry came in from the inside.
Something broke from the outside inside. Do you want me to write down
It
all
doesn't
this?
look like something big smashed through the window.
No, it looks like something small came through the bottom of the window. This room is on the first floor, to be clear. I might have fucked up and said upstairs. I think that might be a writing error on my part. This room is on the first floor, and as you look out the window, you can see the forest nearby. It's about like 20 feet or so from the manor, as the manor is pretty close to the forest, but it is within decent distance.
Can I go out the window and take a look outside for like footprints?
You begin to reach your hand outside of the window, but find that when you touch it, you can reveal a sort of yellow haze that you saw in the previous room, and you're not able to get outside. It's basically a solid wall out there. However, if you take a look outside the window, you could definitely look for footprints. Roll me a... We'll go with perception on this one.
All right. Can I... well, let's go with perception. It's better. I was going to say survival, but 16.
You notice lots of this grass kind of covers up the footprints. You know, there's no impressions on the ground. However, you notice here, and I'll make like another little visual aid for you. You notice small patches of disturbed grass, kind of in this kind of size. They're a little spaced out. They're spaced out somewhat like so. They're little patches of grass that have been disturbed, clearly.
So if I'm gonna make an assumption, it looks like bipedal movement.
No. As you take a look at these, they're small. Whatever this was small, and small as in smaller than a werewolf, and it looks as if though it was quadrupedal movement, if we're gonna look for movement such as that.
All right.
Does anyone else want to investigate anything further about the room?
Can
Anything
I be
under the
looking
bed?
at? Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. Anything under the bed?
You look under the bed to find a pair of slippers, probably taken off by the Lord, and also a little bag of food, a little bag of like little candies under there. Nothing important, just a little bag of candy he keeps under his bed. Just thought you should know.
You got some snakes.
Can I have the candy?
If you know what? Yeah, you can take the candy if you want it.
All right.
You just have a little bag of candy now. You know what? Fuck it. I was gonna say no, but you know what? Fuck it.
Yay.
I love like. There's a little bit of lore about Otto. He has a massive sweet tooth. I was not expecting to use it at all.
Aw.
Peak. I'm gonna put candy in my world. I love candy. Sorry.
You
Anyways,
should.
does anyone want to investigate anything specific, or do we want to go back out and question the suspects?
Let me pick up this plate for me.
What'd you say?
This is my plate now.
Wow.
It's evidence going in the
It's
locker.
evident. Are you taking the plate?
Yeah, I'm taking the plate.
Okay, you take the plate. Here, hold on. Let me get rid of it on the map. There you go. You've taken the plate with you.
Do you think it'd be weird to bite down to see? No.
Are you gonna test the fucking size of the teeth?
Maybe.
You are more than welcome to.
Sepsis.
Sepsis?
I don't know if that's the right word, but just disease in general.
Diseases.
I'm
Diseases.
gonna get disease.
Are you gonna bite down on the body to see if they're similar, Kiwi?
Yeah. Just like not in a place. Yeah. It's just a little bit.
Like, are you actually biting on the body, or are you like hovering your mouth over the bite marks to see if they're similar?
Kind of hovering over the bite marks.
What is kobold size?
Kobold.
Like as in like the size of the creature kobold.
They're small.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
small
they're
sized
small.
creatures.
Yeah.
While the teeth are definitely larger, they're larger than you, and as you hover your teeth over them, you notice that they're. I don't think does Howdy have fangs?
Yeah. You got those little canines.
You definitely notice that compared to how you have only a couple fangs, these teeth are made of all fangs. So clearly the bite marks are canine in nature, but they are still smaller than what you'd expect a werewolves to be.
I would really like to imagine if people looked over at Howdy right now.
Oh, I'm
God.
not. I rolled a nat 1 on investigation. I am so engrossed in this meaningless bookshelf. I am.
There was no money taken from the scene. This clearly wasn't a robbery, as the guy is lying dead over there with several bite marks, a missing foot, and like.
I
No
wonder what
money
they
was.
could have been after in this
What-
room.
what could they have
are
been
doing
after?
here?
Does anyone else want to investigate anything, or would we like to go
Maybe
back to the
I was the culprit.
Oh, shocking.
And look in my steel mirror that I still have.
Oh. Wait, maybe it was me.
I have an idea,
Okay.
but I'm not jumping to conclusions.
All right. You still haven't talked to all of the suspects in depth, so if you want to go talk to them, you may.
Anything in the dressers? Everything seems to be
Everything
not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, everything seems to be in order. Nothing was stolen.
I really wish I prepared spells better.
Oh,
Oh,
it's okay. I did
Hey,
jump
we
scare
did
you with the
that.
murder mystery. Oh, what the fuck? Are you all going back out to talk to the suspects then? All of
Yeah,
you?
I'm gonna go back out and see if any of them smell me.
We should
you
probably get together and like collaborate information and like coagulate information into like one group.
You
Yeah.
said the
Have like a
you
similar
said
story.
the money was all in here, right? Nothing was
No
taken.
money
from his,
was
like,
taken.
papers.
No money was taken. Yes.
Kind of coins.
Lots of gold.
whatever.
There's like laden throughout the cabinets is about 10 gold total. It's kind of just thrown around all there. This guy, like, despite having an organized room before dying, he did just kind of drop a lot of gold everywhere in his cabinets.
Okay.
You're allowed to take the
From
10 gold
beginning-
if you want.
I will take.
I
the
will
10
take.
gold.
Want to
You
split
guys-
it?
Split it.
Yeah, I'll give you. I'll tell you. I only found 5.
But I found it first. I guess I did
Okay,
roll a
I guess
1. I guess I rolled a 1.
Oh,
no,
there-
it's fine.
Oh man, there was only 5 gold in that dresser. That's crazy.
I guess I'll take 2 of the 5.
Okay, guys, I can tell you that it isn't Kobold Bites.
Priza, roll me a perception check before you all start anything.
Okay. Not 20 for 21.
The baker, you notice as you come out of the painting, the baker or the chef has been like looking at the pedestal when you came in, and then like looked to you and the rest of the group casually as you came in.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right.
What do you want to ask any of them?
All right.
Is anybody a rare rat? Does
What?
anyone have rat origin?
What? What?
Are you?
All-
That's the wrong voice.
Are you a rat?
Are you a rat?
Lad, none of us are rats. Yeah, no, I know.
Interesting.
I'm not a rat. The baker is saying this. I'm definitely not a rat. I wouldn't want to have a rat in my kitchen, especially not if it's me.
If you were to be an animal, what animal would you be?
What does this have to do with the murder?
What animal
Nothing.
would you be?
What again?
What's your
what-
persona?
What is that? What does this have to do with the murder?
What's your
Hold
persona?
on.
Okay, so hypothetically, if I found out that the bite marks were not a werewolf, but a smaller creature,
I don't look at me. There's the druid's right there. The baker like points at the druid accusatorily, and the druid goes, "No,
I'm not even looking at you, bud.
I can't even do that yet, lad. They haven't taught me. I'm really jealous of the
You
other
can't
ones.
wild shape?
No, they
I was
haven't.
just gonna ask you about
They
that.
haven't bloody taught me it yet. Fucking assheads.
Let me look at your teeth.
What? My teeth?
Open.
Me?
Going down the line.
Okay, you open the hunter's teeth. And the hunter like opens his mouth for you. He's kind of sick of the whole situation. He goes like, ah. He's got pretty normal human teeth. You go up to the baker, who is an elf.
Yeah.
He's a little hesitant too. He's like, what? Why do you need to see my teeth?
Open up.
Why? Can you just tell me why?
Investigation.
Why is this important? Well, okay, I guess it is where. Can you even figure it out through that? Okay. As he opens his mouth, every single one of them is a canine. Bro has got a set of fanged chompers.
That's a terrifying thought.
I'm pretty sure this is the werewolf.
What?
Wait, just a minute. Let's.
Wait, hold on. We have a good way to check this.
Wink,
How?
In that
What-
bag of candy. In that bag of candy, was there any chocolate?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna
Yes.
feed all of the suspects
You're
chocolate.
gonna kill him.
We'll know who it was.
Wait,
There's no point if he's dead to punish him.
are my teeth fucked up?
Yeah, they're very sharp. You have a lot
What?
of sharp teeth.
I do?
It's kind of, you do, yeah. You want to just like feel around in there?
He like touches his teeth. Oh god. Oh.
Are you
Ow.
allergic to chocolate?
No, I really like chocolate. I like made a chocolate cake for the party.
Oh,
Did you eat it?
No,
oh.
I'm not a big fan of cake. I just made one for the party. I like chocolate, not in cake.
Then you shouldn't have trouble eating this Hershey's bar.
Yes, I'll take it. Yeah, if it proves my innocence, yes, I'll eat it. Give it. He like
Okay.
holds his hand out.
Here is the Hershey's bar. If
How do
you
we-
die, you ask for the Hershey's bar. It's not my fault.
I mean, I don't think it's enough to kill. It's not gonna
Just
kill
a
me
little
anyway.
bit.
Okay, fine.
You
He like
might be a
Anyway,
werewolf.
he like unwraps this chocolate bar, this non-brand chocolate bar. I'm not sponsored. And he takes off a little bit of it and chews it, and like immediately you see his face like scrunch up with disgust as he then like swallows it and goes, "Oh,
I think you might be a rat.
what? No, I think maybe this is just bad. Chocolate's not tasted like that to me before."
Absolutely
I think-
quiet.
Can I?
No.
So
Oh,
you said I
pretty
can
good.
climb onto people's clothes, correct?
Yes, you will be
Okay,
noticeable,
I wanna-
but yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, give me a second. I want to like basically just really quickly scurry around him and check for any bite marks under his clothes.
All right. He is immediately going to like swat at you if you're trying to get up his shirt.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna just dodge.
stop it! Oh my god! This is fucking bad! Oh my god! As you're like
Don't worry about
scurrying,
him.
as you're like
Don't worry.
scurrying underneath him, you do find there is a bite mark underneath his sleeve, but it's like you see it in the shape of blood almost. Like you can tell where it was bleeding from. He's got a bandage wrapped around it, but there is like blood in the shape of a bite mark. He's clearly recently changed it, and it bled into that shape.
Okay. I'll just like scurry out.
Yeah. He's got a bite mark.
What? Yeah, I got bit earlier in the week.
By
I
what?
don't. I don't know.
A wolf?
Yeah, they've been like fucking with the town for ages, and that's what this asshole's here for. They contracted him to go out and kill the wolf, and then
I think he failed his job.
I think you're a werewolf. I hate
he's
to tell you this.
wearing the thing he killed. That's not failing at his
What
job.
if they're both werewolves?
What if everyone's a werewolf?
One of them just
Lad.
didn't know. The other one is a little freak about it. Mr. Honor.
The hunter like speaks up for a moment and says and talks to them. Okay, first off, that's not how werewolves work. You do not get bitten by a wolf and then get turned into one. Secondly,
Unless, of course, it is a werewolf that it's in its wolf form.
point. That was my point. Yes. Secondly, I remember leaving, going to my house, and enjoying the leftovers I took, and then going to bed. Druid dwarf over
Did
here
you take
remembers.
a plate with you?
Yeah. The
Is
Lord.
this your plate?
The Lord took a plate up with him. I took a plate home.
Is this your plate?
No, you see all the grease there? I didn't take any meat home with me. He like points
Was it
to the plate.
chocolate cake?
Yeah, actually, I did take some of that back with me. It was really
So
good.
then you wouldn't mind having this chocolate bar.
No. He like breaks a little
Okay.
piece off of it and eats it.
This is where we're going too far into it. We found the
That's-
suspect and who did it, but we're
That's-
just like, let me
that's-
check everyone else.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Hold-
Anyways, point being, dwarf guy over here remembers being on werewolf duty. So he like points to the baker. The baker's like very well freaking out right now. Do you all say anything?
It's okay. It's okay. You'll get better. It's okay. promise you. Hey, shut up. Stop,
Fine,
Don't worry.
fine. Okay,
No,
fine.
it's
I
okay.
got the bite mark a month ago when I was walking around in the forest, and I probably did get bit by something bad, but I didn't think anything of it. 'Cause I
You
was
are
like,
not a werewolf.
I'm gonna walk over and push the button.
Wait.
Resign
yeah,
this
fair enough,
Before
fair enough.
before you do, he goes, wait. Okay, wait. Fine. I will tell you more if I am one. I don't think I did it. Okay, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just
Please
because he's a werewolf doesn't
hear
mean he's
me
the one who
out.
did
Yeah,
it.
I think
Please.
He's kind of chill.
Please. He's like
I would also
shaking
like
and
to point
quivering.
out,
like slowly puts a hand up, points to the druid.
wild shape.
He
I
said
really-
he didn't know how to do
I
it.
can't, lad. I don't know
It
how.
could be a lie.
Can you try right now?
I don't know how trying's going to prove I can't. Wouldn't you? I mean, I feel like you just said I'd be lying. And that I just didn't do it. You know?
Why?
None of you are druids. You don't know what trying to wild shape looks like. I don't know
True.
what it looks like. At least I don't think any of you are druids. You don't look it.
I'm a druid.
Roll deception.
Okay. I've lost my character sheet again. Where is it at? There it is. My deception.
What if we had him like? What if we had the suspect we think or the chef bite like lightly into the rest of the candy bar, so we had an imprint of his teeth, and then compared it with the bite marks on the body?
Ooh, okay, you
Oh,
can.
87.
No, shut up. You can do that. Firstly, the baker is trying to like get you all to hear him out. But the dwarf is. Firstly, we'll go with the dwarf. Kiwi.
An 11.
Lad, you're not a druid. You with the cowboy get up. You're too. No, you're not from any slicker line though.
Can I use my fave presence to charm him into thinking I'm a druid?
What does he have to roll for that?
Wisdom.
All right, boss. Kind
I
of
also
the.
looked it up earlier. He doesn't. They don't notice because it takes like 6 seconds. I
You
think.
do realize you are trying to make a wisdom-based caster. I think it's wisdom. Yeah. Druid's
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yeah,
You're trying to make a wisdom-based caster fail a wisdom save, and somehow he does with a 9. You're charming him into thinking you're a druid.
Yeah.
Well, you're like a detractor from a circle or something. You got experience, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. I guess I can try to.
You just gotta channel it.
Yeah, I don't know where to start really.
Think of an animal.
Okay, rat. He like
Now
stands there.
think of
He
becoming
stands there. He stands there for a couple seconds with his hands together. Rat. I am a rat. Cheese. I like cheese. I'm a little
biting things.
little great. I like biting things. I'm a rat. He like waits a couple seconds with his hands together. I don't think it worked, lad. I don't. He is not a rat by the time he's done. I don't think it worked.
Okay, Baker, what's your deal?
Look, okay. That was weird. Firstly, I'm not sure why you suggested rat. Secondly, I didn't. Okay, look, I got bit, yes, and I didn't think anything of it until last night. I left the party because I felt my entire body aching to shit. I then left.
That sounds like a werewolf. to
Went
me.
home. I shut my door. I don't remember anything else. I woke up. My entire house was trashed, and I was naked. It was really weird. I thought maybe I just like had a bit too much to drink. There wasn't anything to drink at the party, so then I just kind of was standing there naked in my room, and then the Lord's guards came barging in, and they were like, "Oh my God, put some pants on! What the fuck?" And then that's why they brought me here, because they just thought it was weird. I don't know if I could have done that, but nothing was like, none of my windows were broken, none of my door wasn't open. I shut it and locked it before I left. It looked like I just trashed my own house. My point
Alright,
is,
that's-
I don't think I left.
Hunter,
Yeah? Yes?
tell me your night.
Well, like I said, I actually saw this guy leave. He left a little before me. Yeah, he looked like he was aching bad. That's what he told me when he left. And I was like, well, party's leaving, Lord's gone. I took a slice of chocolate cake, went to my accommodations provided to me in the village. I ate it, and then I went to bed. Didn't really do much else.
Druid, what's your story? What happened after
Like
the Lord went to bed?
I saw the hunter leave, since we're stating orders we left in. I saw him leave. I decided that was a good time to go talk to the Lord, as there wouldn't be anybody around. However, I saw him I saw he'd already left, gone up to his room, so I thought, oh well, I'll just go and bloody leave. And then I went back to my circle's compound, a couple 100 feet away from the whole town. Then I was on werewolf duty the night, because I know a lot of them go rummaging around in the forest. I didn't see any werewolves, though, is the thing. If Baker guy's telling the truth, he wasn't out in the forest. Might not have stayed home, though, either, is the thing. He, like, looks at him.
I think we should do the bite mark thing where we test them.
Do you wanna, like, bring me to the body?
No. So we've
Yeah.
got this chocolate bar, the rest of this chocolate bar.
Do you
I
have
want you to
anything else
very-
for me to bite in?
No.
My arm.
Oh,
You're not gonna swallow it, you'll be fine.
that is a bad
Very
idea.
lightly bite into this chocolate so your teeth imprints go in.
Okay, this is gross, but alright. He, like, leans over, and he gives it a little chomp with his, canines, and he pulls it back. You see he goes, ah, oh my god. Oh, it tastes awful. Awful. Oh god, this is nightmarish. Not only do I turn into a man beast under a full moon, I can't eat any more chocolate. Oh god. You pull away the chocolate bar and you see the imprint left within. On the chocolate bar. Do you want to take it back to the body?
We're gonna take it back to the body. We're gonna go check this thing out.
Alright, as you bring... Hold on, let me restart the music here because it's deciding to stop... No, it's not, I lied. You all take the chocolate bar back to the body if you all want to move over here.
Teresa's gonna stay in their room and
Alright.
just be watching them.
Watch them. The werewolf guy, like, looks at you. He kind of stares at you lost in thought for a couple minutes every now and again, Frieza, but he doesn't, like, do anything. He just kind of, like, stares at you a little bit. Adel, as you go up to the body and compare the bite marks, you come to the same conclusion Howdy does. These bite marks are way too small. Even in human form, they're way too small. In fact, they're too long. The bite marks are too long for them to be from a human mouth, even one with a bunch of fangs in it.
Alright.
Hmm.
All right. I'm going to come back here and go.
That gives us
right.
nothing.
Do any of you have any reason? Any kind of quarrels you have with the Lord?
The hunter, looks and says, I got paid and I got this sick-ass cloak and a place to stay for the night. No, I was treated too well. And then the dwarf speaks up. I mean, in the spirit of honesty, yeah, I wasn't too happy with him commissioning the murder of the local wolf mother. You know, she was a great, mother to a lot of cubs around. Lots of wolf packs were very devastated with the loss of her, but I can understand why. I don't like it, but I have to understand it's a part of nature. I'm still learning with all this. I will admit I wanted to kill him, wanted to maybe hurt him, scare him a bit for doing it, but I was told to do something by my circle, and I have loyalty to them, so I didn't do it. But I did have a reason. And then then the baker kind of speaks up. Look, even if I wasn't a werewolf, which I think we've clearly established I'm definitely one, I wouldn't have any reason to do it anyway. I was in a really bad spot when I got hired. I was a traveling chef making food for not even ends meet, and I could only really afford a night stay every other night, and I was in a real bad spot. And then, he took me in and made me a personal chef. Didn't even give me too hard a schedule for anything. He wasn't a very social person. I have too much reason to even want to think about killing him. You know, I don't think thinking about killing him even isn't in the question at all, you know? I would never.
All right.
I believe you wholeheartedly.
All right. I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to take everybody with me.
Okay.
I'm going to say, all right. We've got a reason with the dwarf. We've got a means with the chef, and we've got a complete wild card with the hunter. Krissa,
Hi.
you can detect magic?
No, I can identify.
Can any of you detect magic?
Yes, I can.
No one can.
He's already done
I'm
that.
gonna look over. All right. I'm gonna turn my well, like we're in the little huddle. I'm gonna turn my head and look at the hunter and go, check and see if that cloak of his is enchanted.
We could.
Sir!
It is a wolf. It's a wolf's hide, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A mother wolf. Wolf.
Check and see if it's a curse on that hide. A magic,
Yeah.
of course, of something like that.
All right, I do that.
You like use this detect magic and like it looks like you're just staring at his cloak for a minute, but despite everything, you know, it remains the same. The only magical energy is emanating off the druid, which, duh, and the cloak is a normal wolf's cloak. Made of a wolf, to be clear.
Normal. It's a very normal wolf cloak.
Interesting. Normal and normal.
I'm looking at the druid now. That's my. He has a motive.
I will also
He's the
say
only one with motive.
I'm gonna come out and say, since you've basically gathered most of the information, I will throw one little thing in the ring and say, these are suspects, not your choices.
Think? I don't think it was a werewolf. I think it was a small animal that broke in through the window and killed him.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I can't believe I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Frieza, did you kill him?
I
I know it's okay.
No, I didn't. I'm joking. Where am I?
What kind of circle does your druid circle
We're
do?
we're big into the moon. That's why we have werewolf. We're very conscious about that. You know, and the effect it has on these people. We want to just. Our main thing is giving them a safe place to go and not just be wandering in the forest. We do a lot with the moon, the stars. Very astrally aligned. That makes sense. Why? He blinks at you a couple times.
Blink, blink.
Just curious.
All right. He's like looking side to side, like a little confused.
Why did the guards bring you here?
Cause they saw me skulking around the party I technically didn't get invited to. They came to the compound, said I was spotted, and said that it was weird that I was there, and I agreed to come here on my own terms because I understand the suspicion and would like to clear my name.
Why did you go to a party you weren't invited to?
Like I said, I was told to warn the Lord about the consequences of killing the wolf. Like I said, lots of wolf packs were pretty pissed about it. Definitely pissed with him. I was told to warn him. Technically wasn't invited, but I had a noble cause, and I didn't get the chance to, but that's why I was there.
Okay.
All right. You can talk to beasts.
Yeah, a lot of the people in their compound are able to. kind of like one of the things we do. Keep in commune with local nature. A lot of the wolves are actually pretty helpful in pointing out werewolves. You know, kind of scares the shit out of them, seeing them.
Pretty helpful in murdering a lord too, huh?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you're at a loss for words.
A bit, yeah. It's a bit of an outlandish accusation. I
Oh,
don't know why.
Very outlandish.
I don't know why you're throwing it at me. I'm not the wolves.
You're not the wolves, but you told them what to do.
No. They don't really much follow our commands. We are just...
You have the motive. You were sent to warn them. More of a threat, really, at this point.
No.
And the very next night, the Lord is killed by what appears to be a werewolf, or at least a small werewolf.
Okay, that
Also,
does sound bad, but...
It sounds very, very convenient that this would happen to the Lord the day after you, the night of your warning.
Also, to follow up with that, you say the wolves don't follow your commands, but the wolves, you had already also said this, the wolves were very angry at the Lord for ordering the killing of the mother.
Yes.
They had all the motive they ever needed. They just needed directive, which you could have given.
Okay. No, they're a lot smarter creatures than you give them credit for. They definitely, I mean, a coordinated attack, a bit outlandish, but definitely they could find an opportunity and do it. If found with an opportunity to attack, maybe, but I didn't command any wolves to do anything like that.
How's he looking? Is he starting to look a little nervous?
A little bit. He's like brushing his hair a bit. Look, again, need I mention a literal werewolf is sitting right next to me. I'm not even experienced enough to wild shape, let alone talk with animals.
Can I get an insight check?
Yes,
you
please.
absolutely can.
Yeah. Okay.
What time of day is it in the when looking through the window in the manners room? What time of day is it?
The time of day
15.
you were looking at the body, it was daytime. It was the morning when the body was discovered.
So not a full moon out.
It was a full moon.
Well,
They've
it
all
was a
said
full
it
moon.
was a full moon when the party took place, which is why a werewolf is suspected.
I was gonna bring the werewolf in the room if it was still the moon was still out, and I was just gonna like wrangle him down and
That's just
compare
m-
tooth marks.
That's just mean.
That's
Jeez.
That's a bad idea.
That's fucked up. You're not winning that fight either.
16
No.
total BT dubs.
19 for Sears' insight check.
He is most definitely lying about not being able to talk to animals. The wild shape thing, though, he most definitely isn't lying about. He cannot do that.
Interesting.
So, if we were to talk to your other fellow druids, what would they say about this situation?
That I was
That one of their own
that
is being accused of murder.
they'd tell you the night of I was out wandering the forest looking for werewolves, and I was just out wandering about looking for them. I wasn't with anyone. Okay. Look, this is
Sounding abysmal, by the way.
it
You
is.
sound like
It
you're
is.
really floundering for
Why, if I wanted to kill him that bad, I would have done it myself. Why would I send the wolves? I saw the baker and hunter all they'd leave. I mean, why would I send the wolves? The perfect two employees who weren't just villagers would be leaving. Why even stage it to be a werewolf attack anyway if I were to do that?
Because it'd take the heat off you.
Well, yes, but it seems a little convoluted. I mean, I'd have to have a reason to suspect a werewolf was anywhere nearby. When I'm on werewolf duty, that's just in the occasion that ones wander. They wander very far, mind you. Why would I have any reason to suspect a werewolf would even be nearby in order to have the suspicion? Or in order to,
Slowly getting closer.
you know, in order to, my point is, why send the wolves? Why not just do it myself? If it is me.
Because you cover your own tracks better if you don't do it yourself.
Well,
Why-
yeah.
That's all the reason you need. You're acting as if you're some.
You have
You're acting as if that's not the most basic excuse.
you have no evidence I did that though, did you? No.
Do you recognize this plate?
No. Like looks at you.
Are you lying?
No.
Lick it.
No.
Exactly.
Look, my point is, you have no evidence I went and talked to the wolves, and I would have had no reason to suspect any werewolf was anywhere within. I told you already, there weren't any werewolves anywhere around, and, well,
But you were on werewolf duty, which you only do if there's a werewolf around.
there wasn't any. Like,
Then why were you on werewolf duty?
it's just
Oh,
that.
you were on werewolf duty, but there was no werewolves
there
around.
was
As I
no
slowly
werewolf?
turned my head towards the baker.
How do you just like inching closer to the door? Just like looking at
Dad,
You
maybe-
could tell your fellow druid anything.
maybe I just missed that there were any and they escaped my sight and got
Krisa goes up and like goes.
I can smell it on you.
all right, bloody fine then. I saw the fucking clear signs of the baker fucking turning into one, so I sent. Fuck you, dickheads! You that
Button.
asshole. That
Emergency meeting.
He's
I
just.
was lying.
Give me a
I
second.
I was completely lying. I couldn't smell anything on you.
Give me just a second. The dwarf just continues to scream and yell at you. As he keeps saying things like, that bloody lord, he fucking just open goes and I'm going to kill a random wolf. Let's just fucking fuck with nature all that time. That bastard had
what
it
do you-
fucking
Can I
coming to it.
create a muzzle out of ice? Can I create a muzzle out of ice? So
Yeah,
it shuts up?
you conjure a muzzle of ice from just kind of like ambient water in the room, and it shuts above you. The other two are like scooching away from him as he says this, and like even like the werewolf baker is just like.
I'm also gonna
no.
put the steel manacles that I have in my inventory on him, so he's like bound, so he can't move at all.
You hear that
Howdy,
coming from him.
hands on his shoulder, looking him directly into his eye. Your
When
nature will
you
not forgive you for this.
when you press the button, you see from the wall a very tired looking avatar of El come in and go, "Oh my god, that took forever. Are you done?" Jesus.
I think we should take more time to mess with him.
Oh my. Do you have a solution or not?
Yeah, I think it's
Well,
pretty cut and dry.
Before we say, what was the proposal? Was it to find out who killed the thing or find out the werewolf?
It was to find out who killed him. The werewolf
Okay.
was simply a part of it.
There you go.
That-
All right, just making sure.
God, you really are cavemen, aren't you? Jeez. Okay, have you done it? Sorry. Have you solved the problem? Are we done here? Can you please just
Yeah.
tell me your guess so we can go?
I mean, the one who's chained up with a muzzle on his mouth is our guess.
Any reason why?
He admitted to it. He admitted to doing it.
Doing what? You can't just say he admitted to. I haven't been in the room. I don't know what he admitted
hired A
to.
bunch of, he admitted to orchestrating the death of the Lord.
With and how?
Pack of wolves.
But talking to him.
You. Sorry. I mean, actually, wow. Okay, that's the first time anyone's actually ever got that right. Yeah, I'm actually really glad that it's taken. Oh God, it is. The Avatar of El like looks relieved almost saying this. It took me forever to set that up, and I thought I was so clever. You know, oh, the window didn't have a big enough break for it to be a werewolf because the wolves jumped inside. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. You're right, actually. And as he snaps his fingers, you see the door that was in the far end of the room appear in the haze. So I just tell you, even if you got it wrong, I would have still, given you a door. That door's just a lot nicer. That door, and he points to where the other door would have been, that was a death trap if you got it wrong. So you're lucky, really lucky, because wow, man. Right, what's his punishment? He looks at all of you.
I don't care.
Well,
Get
I mean,
eaten by wolves.
Jesus
well,
Christ.
Well, that's what he did.
you found the killer. I mean, you've got to punish him somehow. What does he deserve?
We're investigators, not killers, not judges.
Well, I mean, you were
I am
judges. You've just judged him based on evidence you've gotten. I mean,
we
you might as well.
investigated him.
You
I'm
investigated.
going to fight you on this, God.
I really wouldn't suggest that. Point is, let's simplify
him?
this. Prison or death? Which one are we picking?
Prison.
Really? I mean, let's be fair here. The guy did have a reason that could be commendable. Does he really deserve that?
I think we should let the
I'm
courts of this
listening to
world
his
decide
reason.
it. I think the courts of this world should decide it with the evidence we've proven.
I just said I smelt him at the end and he broke down. I couldn't smell him. I lied.
You see as the Avatar of El kind of, the kind of silly demeanor he had sort of stops as he nods to hear what you all are saying, and he looks to the people who haven't responded to his question yet. And he kind of makes a motion with his hand do you have anything to say?
Huh?
Well, I did ask, what do you think? Prison or death? What should he get?
Me? How?
No, the murderer.
Oh,
Prison.
prison.
Prison it is. And as he snaps his fingers, you see a comedically large iron cage slam down on top of the druid as he freaks out for a moment, and whoop, the cage just gets sunk into the haze and he's gone. The other two kind of look at all of you just confused, scratching their heads, and then the werewolf just asks, or the baker asks, can we go home now? Oh yeah, he snaps his fingers, and the other two whoop, dip into the ground as well.
Were they real?
Oh yeah, they just weren't from these guys are that's hard to explain actually, and you guys, dunk dunk dunk, he knocks on his head.
Did you send him to Infina prison?
No, I sent him home.
You sent him to hell?
No, I sent the druid
Oh,
to hell.
okay.
He went to hell. He's definitely in hell.
No, that's. I was asking if you sent the druid to Infina prison.
No, I sent him to hell.
So you do know what Infina prison is?
No,
Can you send me to hell?
no,
Aw,
not
well,
yet.
We got Infina prison here.
Not yet.
you should do it. I think it'd be funny.
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay.
You've got to earn it, little one. He
You're being scary,
he reaches
but I
down to
wanna be there.
he
It's
reaches
not
down
scary.
to he reaches down to pet you. You got to earn it, and I think
I
you will
will bite
soon.
your hand.
You can try. Anyhow, you can't do that. He wiggles his hand as he put a bite mark there just to fuck with you, but it grows back.
Because my
No.
arm is technically a magical weapon, can I grab him? Can I grab a finger? Because magic weapons can affect incorporeal stuff.
You can. You
Grab his
grab.
finger.
Bitch. fuck you.
I let go.
He looks terrified at his hand for a moment.
God,
I can
love
kill you. I won't, but I can.
Right. Well, next room awaits you. I'll, see you there, I suppose. Bye-bye now. And he walks through the door. And, congratulations. You've solved it. The door waits for you.
Hey.
And now I ask once again, because we have been here for like an extra hour, do we
Yeah,
want
it's
to
getting close
continue?
10 o'clock.
Yeah,
No.
close to 10 o'clock, dude. It's already 11.
It's 10 p.m.
Time
almost.
So
man.
time
Central
zones,
Standard
right?
You'll never believe what
Yeah.
time it is.
So true. It's probably like
It's
4
like
a.m.
4, isn't it?
It might be 4 a.m.
Yeah, I think we'll save the rest of the temple for later. Since you won't see it, the other room was going to have just a bunch of man-eating plants in it that were going to eat you if you got this wrong. So,
I could take them.
no, you couldn't. Anyways, I'm
Smushy.
going to send you all to Dash Ducks. You all have fun. I hope you all had fun with this session. I know I definitely had fun with this session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all have a good
Yeah.
night. And
I love puzzles and I love being stupid.
Teehee. I will send all of you that are here to Dash Ducks. Thank you for watching. See you next Thursday.